And I will do my best to not have asthma page turning.
Well, they definitely heard that.
Of course they did, because I can't be the only one that takes their notes by hand for now.
I mean, I used to, but then I started having to stream these games, and it became so much harder.
Oh no, I understand. I write them down quickly here so that I don't tippity tap as much on the computer, and then I just copy them over later.
Yeah, the best thing to do, if anything, is create a physical copy and create a digital copy. You have two,
Mm-hmm.
it's much harder to lose.
Yup, especially now that I don't even have to copy it by hand. I can take a picture with my phone, it'll copy the text and then paste it into the document for me. I only have to edit what it misspells.
Not bad. Speaking of which, finally got to upgrade my phone.
Hey!
Currently on the iPhone 14, whereas I believe my baby is on the Galaxy S24.
I
I
just
think.
Welcome.
The Ultra one.
Yeah, the Ultra.
All I know is that my phone is old enough that when I went to go get a new case for it at the Verizon store up the street, they literally said they do not carry models that old anymore.
Yeah.
Mood.
But
Yeah.
Sad thing
luckily,
now is that in this day and age, that's probably only like 4 years old.
oh no, I've had this phone since before I moved into this house, so it's getting close to a decade old.
Hmm. Hey, I understand.
Yeah, I'm also really happy because in prolonging my use not to get a new one, I finally got a way that I can pull out my SD card, which has been stuck in my phone for ages. So now I can start uploading more music into my file.
Not bad.
Magnificent.
Yes.
Not bad.
Also, I think we should
Ooh.
probably let people know ahead of time. Besides my coughing, we are down one CG who is currently enjoying a good time over at the PAX East. So we'll just be walking around with a nice salad-shaped cardboard cutout. Don't worry, it's fine.
Yeah, just our just cardboard Salus. You just need to pull him out of the bag.
If Cooper believes it's Salus, we believe it's Salus.
Though
Hey, you could even get a cardboard Cooper.
the worst part is the person that will always be the voice of reason and keep us from doing anything stupid is no longer with the party.
Damn,
I'm sure.
your sister is still here. Shit.
You know what? I'm gonna let you two kill each other over that comment.
I'm just saying, one of us has gotten involved with a crime boss an hour after getting involved with our last crime boss, and it wasn't me.
You keep forgetting your sister doesn't know it's a crime boss. She just thinks it's a dude who owns a bar. So again,
I mean, to be
damn,
fair,
she's here.
he is a legitimate business owner. He has
Cause
a
no
really nice
one filled
bar.
her, cause no one filled her in, so she's just like, oh neat, this will be fun.
Yeah, but you want to know who else was a legitimate business owner? Al Capone, Frost.
Yes, I'm very familiar, and he was also a very good soup kitchen owner.
All right, well, with that going on, how about we start going around the horn? Zai, do you want to tell people where they're going?
Sure, hi diddly do, everybody. You can find me on Twitch and at Instagram at Zyme site. And you can pretty much find me everywhere else at Zyme. Uh, unless you really, really, really are like, I can't remember all that shit. So if you can't remember all that shit, uh, here you go. I'll just do this because it's easier. I get it. It's a mood. It's probably this. Sometimes I remember things. Fuck it, I'll figure it out later. Anyway, so yeah, you can find me Tuesdays playing Final Fantasy X, reliving my childhood, collecting all the celestial weapons. Haha, fuck you, 200 lightning bolts. We in there, we got them. Um, and then we immediately got by the Dark Magus sisters, but that's not the point. On Fridays we do beat 'em ups, fighting games. It's been a good time. Didn't do it this past Friday. Was feeling a little tired, but I'll make it up to you guys. We'll get some Tekken 8 matches in this coming Friday. Maybe some Street Fighter. We'll see. Um, but yeah, other than that, that's where you can find me doing stuff. Wiley, it you. Go ahead.
Well, you can find me at XYLAWilly on Twitch and Twitter. I play mostly randomizers. Castlevania on Mondays, sometimes Zelda afterwards. Also find me at Farting Touch channel every other Tuesday for our Ravnica game. On Thursdays, I play multi-world Zelda with Helix Sucks on his channel. And sometimes in the middle of the night, I'll be streaming more Zelda because why not? It's been fun. Also have someone else to play co-op with as well. So if you're a night owl and you're up all night, I've got you covered. Other than that, I make music on my YouTube channel at Wiley Willy, and my commissions are open on Ko-Fi. All the links are in my card. Krista, where can we find you? What are you up to?
You cannot find me, for I do not exist. I am clearly a figment of your imagination. The only place you can find me is here every other Saturday, as well as on my husband JFrost747, the DMs. Not Discord. I mean, you can find me on his Discord too, but his Twitch. I have a 9 to 5, and I'm very tired today from it. Who hasn't gone yet? Let's see. Vaughn?
I always go at the end because I do the theme song.
Oh, okay. Jeffros.
Hello, everybody. You can find me Twitch, Twitter, JFrost747. Sundays and Tuesdays. Find me over at twitch.tv/fartingtard for our War of the Shattered Sun and our lovely, good old-fashioned Rascals and Ravnica campaign. As Wiley said, you can find him there as well. We reached level 5. Hooray! So yeah, I can finally hit things twice. Happiest day of our life. My life, at least. Sunday, we broke into basically a war zoo. We freed all the monsters and animals. We came back. There were ogres. They may have caused a collapse in a cave that we are in. I hope to God we do not die. Besides that, find me here every Saturday, being able to DM for these lovely bunch of beans, and you can also find me sometimes streaming our Metal Gear Solid 1 run, and of course our Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke, which I need to pick up again. The weak shall be purged, the strong will remain. But that's enough for me. How about Bob?
Greetings and salutations, friends. I am Shadow Dancer Bob. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Blue Sky, so on and so forth at Shadow Dancer Bob. Sundays, we've got the Maelstrom, which is a 2K going on 23 meets D&D game. There's a lot of things happening, a lot of stuff going on. We're about to begin the Season 2 Twitch show. Mondays, this Monday, we're taking the week off from Roll With Me, but things are getting very interesting in the ties that bind. We are in the end game. We just brought about the second coming of a Platinum Dragon. So there's that. Let's see. Thursdays, we've got the Murder Cave with Helldivers 2. We've once again figured out how to break a game over our knee. And Grizzly and I have been farming resources like nobody's fucking business. We've already stolen about $40 away from the company because we're fucking goblins. On Fridays, we got our chill stream where we listen to lo-fi and we play very chill, very soothing games in the Friday afternoon after everything is said and done. And Saturday, you can find me right here, Cardboard CG. Good job, Cardboard CG. Vaughn, how about you?
Why, hello, you've already found me here at twitch.tv/burnoutvaughn. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and over on Blue Sky, and on Patreon at the Burnouts Bar, where eventually I'll have more rewards. I am so tired. I'm about to have to really need to start working for some extra cash. But that being said, there will be no Those Who Wander tomorrow because of travel issues. So I'm going to take a much-needed day off. But then next week we hit the ground running with more Wizard Sibs plays, as I think we're going to finally fight Salazar this coming Monday in Resident Evil 4. So that should be a very special hell.
I'm so excited.
Oh, Lord. Then
I might make you go back for the egg.
Okay. Ooh. And if this cold doesn't kill me, by next Saturday, we will have more No Love War Extra, where me, Saris, and Zako all go through the wonderful joys that is Fate Extra CCC. and we will have to find stuff to talk about when we eventually have to start grinding, because I've been grinding in the original Fate Extra in my downtime just for fun. And man, whoever thought that making enemies only give 100-ish experience when you're forcing them, the player, to have over 16k experience for the next level, that's a special kind of hell. That being said, though, now it's time for us to take it away with a lovely song from our good friend X Wiley Willy. Be right back. Damn it, Wiley. Well then, Frost, after that non sequitur, would you please take us away?
Okay, everybody, hop on the spaceship. We're going to Mars.
Okay.
But
But
sure.
there's sequids there. I don't want to go there.
You're going there for democracy.
No!
Oh, all right.
God. Allow me to just play. You know what? Seeing as how we're in the lovely city of. Seeing as how we're in one of the elven cities, how about I play some natural sounds?
Democracy, you say there, J. Frost.
Yes.
Is it managed democracy via a 500 kg bomb?
Look, it's democracy at the end of a gun barrel.
That's my favorite kind of democracy.
Exactly. I see what you did there, Wiley.
Fuck you, Willie.
You know what? Goldblum, you're getting inspiration for that.
This fucker has been tormenting my ass with that word for weeks.
Well, seeing as how you got an inspiration, hey Wiley, how about you give us a rundown of last session?
Because my memory sucks and my notes are even worse. You
You
spin the bottle.
Exactly.
We did the kissy kissies. We did some dancing. Well, that's all I got.
I mean, you know what? That's fair. I really should have thought about that. You know what? No, you're good. You're good. But yeah, Spin the Bottle has been played. Y'all had fun. It led to some very funny scenarios. Of course, this now means that there is a little bit of fun to also be had here in our good old little city of Velen, within the continent of Velen. You'd think for elves that they would be a little bit more creative. But, oh well. The party has successfully arrived within the city of Velen and is currently enjoying a little bit of downtime within the quartered district. Usually, this district is consisting of the docks, as well as a small subsection of the outskirts of the city. Basically as a kind of touristy holdover area, as a means of being able to appease the senses of wonder from foreigners, while at the same time allowing the citizens to know that they're keeping the outsiders out, at least for a time being, until they can prove paper-wise, and through the ungodly amount of bureaucracy that they are allowed in. The party, of course, decided to set out and get a little bit of food, a little bit of snack. Just because you know, one can only live on sea biscuits for so long. So, we return back to the party, currently hunting for some food. You guys, for those of you that are on the more perceptive end, there are some outdoor clocks that are currently just available for at least time display for everybody. It's around lunchtime, so there's definitely going to be a lunch rush, if anything. At least one would think that. There's plenty of shops currently lining the street. There's some bakeries, there's a couple different clothing stores, there's a couple useful little knickknacks and gadgets here and there. You got some vendors that are trying to peddle some, you know, items. But, yeah, for right now, free time is yours.
So what shops, or not shops, what spots do we see to grab food?
Well, I'm glad you asked. There is, in terms of food, there are cafes, there are bakeries, there's a few small restaurants here and there. Um, Allow me to put a few. Allow me to bring up the list. Here we go. So, what I could easily tell you is that the predominance of these restaurants tend to be kind of like these nice garden side cafes. They usually are serving anywhere between different salads, a little bit of meats and vegetables, fromages and desserts, soups and hors d'oeuvres. There is a few restaurants that I will bring up on this list in case. So if any of you feel like they're going to grab your attention, please let me know.
I would like to know one thing. What seems to be the predominant language being spoken right now in the city?
Um, Considering you're in the quartered section, which is basically outsider predominance, it's a mix. Common is the mainstay language. There are some that are speaking Elvish. There's a couple different dialects. Some are more on the Wood Elves, which is kind of like a southern drawl. There's a few of the High Elves, which kind of have this Vermont, Maine kind of speak. There's a couple. There is a few that are speaking some Dwarvish. Um, Once or twice, and Goldblum, this kind of catches your attention. There is some Goliaths and even Firbolgs that are just speaking plain giant. Just having a good time. In fact, one Firbolg is kind of over at this little. It's kind of at this little, like. How do I put it? It's like a cat cafe. Except instead of cats, it's like. It's weirdly enough these it's like displacer beasts, except they are very tiny. Like we're talking munchkin cat sized.
Baboons.
Yes, but in order to kind of give you all a little bit, there's at least 10 different food places. There's the Spring Door, the Seaside Clam, the Aqua Empress, the Square Bites, the Harmonic Diner, Twilight, the Oak, Basil, Whammy, and I will just bring this up for you all. And finally, Citrus. Let me put this in the call text chat.
That aqua one sounded nifty.
Why does citrus have no doors?
I get that.
I get what you. I see what you did there. I see what you did there, Bob. But basically, each one kind of has its own little twist and spin. Some are kind of French style. Some are a little bit more on the bakery side. A few, like two of these are more of a dessert kind of place, and like the rest of them kind of have this. It's kind of like a Mediterranean feel. Any of these particularly grabbing any of your fancy?
Much like Goldblum's sexuality, Daedalus has no strong feelings one way or another.
God damn it.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
the Aqua Empress sounds interesting.
Okay, so we have one for the Aqua Empress. Anyone else?
Can you give me the names of them again?
They're currently in the call text chat.
Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong one.
It's all good.
That was general. How about Twilight? Oh no, the Harmonic Diner. That one seems interesting. What's this?
Okay.
The oak.
Harmonic Diner. Interesting.
So we got one for the Aqua Empress, one for the Harmonic Diner, one for the Oak. One that's
Tree.
basically just one that is currently fine with any. What about you, Ender? How you feeling?
Yes.
All right, two for Eddie.
Yes to everything. And Dare does not give a fuck. No matter where
okay.
they go, he's going to learn something.
Okay.
What might make this a little easier? Did our professors or the captain say how long our layover is going to be?
The
Because then we might
layover,
get to
I
try
would
them
say,
later too.
is at minimum, it's gonna be 3 hours.
Oh, so then yeah, we could probably hit up a couple different things in between. So yeah.
Okay. So, if that's the case, I'm going to roll a d4 for you all. We'll start off from whichever one is picked. We'll use the Chaos dice today. So your choices are the Aqua Empress, Harmonic Diner, and the Oak, as well as, I believe, Twilight, you said? Funnily enough, it's the Oak. We'll start off with the Oak. You guys walk into the Oak, and it is this... It is quite literally within a gigantic oak tree. And the restaurant itself is seemingly like that of a small Parisian cafe, specifically for breads and everything else. So, the menu. It is currently being operated by the small little gnomish lady. She currently happens to have what appears to be some... Interestingly enough, it looks like wooden constructs aiding her throughout this entire endeavor. The only one that seemingly does not aid her, at least in the sense of being able to handle like all the fresh foods and everything else, is a metal construct. What appears to be a warforged working back at the oven. She notices your entire party walking in and just goes, "Oh, hello. How might I help you, folks?"
the ship that we were on has a little layover, and we saw your cafe, and we thought we'd grab a bite.
Oh, well, that's lovely to hear. Can I help you with anything in particular? Would you like a lunch menu? Would you like a seat?
What are you guys thinking? You want to sit in Nam, or you want to walk around?
What's the atmosphere like?
It is cozy. It is like being in. Think of like an old country style kitchen that has a nice natural charm to it. We're talking like. Mm, think of basically like if someone decided to take like a like a spring house, a greenhouse, and turn it into a restaurant.
Hmm.
Oh, so we're talking like grandma's cozy kitchen sort of bakery.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't bumping enough for Belky.
All right. The old lady kind of like begs you all to just take a seat, relax, as she kind of has one of her wood constructs come over, and the construct kind of like it acknowledges you all, and it brings over this nice little kind of well made leather bound, like it's a miniature tome, and sets it down for you all. And it has in Gnomish and in Common underneath it lunch menu specials. And the construct basically kind of opens up its palm, and it kind of looks to you all expectantly for like an order of what you all like. For those of you that wish to partake of the menu, allow me to bring it up right now. The lunch menu consists of pissaladière, which is a kind of like this Roman twist of French cuisine. It's a puff pastry made into pizza. There's another which is kind of this campanard sandwich, which is a mayonnaise on a baguette with smoked turkey, sliced Swiss, lettuce, and tomatoes. A caprese sandwich with fresh mozzarella, sliced tomatoes, and basil, drizzled with balsamic vinaigrette dressing. There's a Montagnard sandwich, which is butter on baguette with prosciutto and cornichons. A Parisian sandwich, which is a French baguette with butter, smoked ham, and Swiss cheese. A croissant au jambon, which is a flaky, buttery croissant with smoked ham, Swiss cheese, topped with bechamel and Swiss. There is, of course, some quiche that is sliced Lorraine or vegetarian. And if need be, I can bring up a few pictures if you would all like.
I will say Daedalus will probably take one of the sandwiches. He won't be picky. He's just looking to have something he can eat with one hand.
Okay. If you're looking for more of a one-handed sandwich, I would definitely say for you, definitely go with either the croissant au jambon or the caprese sandwich. The caprese sandwich is the one that is cut in two.
He'll
whereas
probably take the one
ones
that's
are
cut in two.
Okay. So a caprese sandwich for Daedalus, and I will put this in the general, well, the call text chat, for everybody's order. That is what you will be getting, Daedalus.
Perfect.
Okay.
Iapetus will get the croissant au jambon.
Alright. This is what you will receive.
magnificent. This is what I expected.
Goldblum, what about you?
I didn't want to show the file.
You'll point at something random on the menu.
All right. If we're gonna do that, I'll just do a random roll for you. Oh, that should be nice for you. You point and you come upon the vegetarian quiche. And there, Belky, how about you two? Anything in particular catching your interest?
Nah. These are a bit frou-frou, but I guess I can get one of the sandwiches to take with me so I can walk and eat it.
Of course. For you, I would probably say I'd get you the least frou-frou of the bunch. For you, Belky,
Mm-hmm.
which would be the Montagnard sandwich. And Dare, how about you?
So, while everybody was taking their orders and everything like that, Indare was going through, and many of you would probably assume that he was reading the menu out loud to himself as he was looking everything over. But just by his side, there was a quill quickly scratching away at a piece of paper, at a piece of parchment. He looks over, picks up the parchment, and hands it over to the construct. He has
Okay.
literally ordered one of everything off of the lunch menu, and he has specifically requested that his bill be separate from everybody else's.
The construct will look at this, and it'll look up to you, at you and Dare, and it kind of motions as a, "Are you sure you want everything?"
He gives a bit of a nod.
The
Oh
construct
yeah, oh yeah. Give me one of everything. You have no idea how hungry I am.
All right. Well, if that's the case, I'm at least gonna give you the
Because here's a fun little fact: Indare has cases on his person that he can store food, and it won't go bad.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The construct will acknowledge, and it will immediately go to place the order. It sets the note down. The little old lady kind of just reads through and goes, "Oh my, a large order for this one." All right, Eustace, get firing up. And the metal construct kind of, you hear an affirmation of it just whirring gears. The wooden construct does return back to you all, and it decides to give you all a nice, cool, refreshing drink. The drink is a mixture of what appears to be citrusy orange juice, lemonade, just to give like a double taste that works real well. And it also pours out a couple glasses of water for everybody. So you all get a nice little acidic drink and a nice little baseline clearing drink. And as it begins to walk away, the little old lady you all see begins to work on each of your orders alongside her constructs. And she, while she does look old, she's in no way moving at the pace of an old person. She's actually moving with quite a delicate grace. If I could.
I will say, Frost, Indare is specifically watching the people in the kitchen, analyzing how they move, how they operate, and the clockwork rotation of it, given that he has experience in a kitchen.
If that's the case, Ender, I need you to do me 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
1, just roll me a general perception check. I'll even give you advantage because you're actually paying attention.
21.
All right, and the
21.
second, roll me an Arcana. Ooh.
That's a 17.
A 17 will meet the required DC for what spell? What kind of magic is being used? You've seen this magic used before. This old lady's under the effects of haste. She is moving at double time speed. Which might explain why she's knocking out orders left, right, and center, and why she's able to keep up with these constructs. Because originally it seemed as if the constructs were the ones that were doing the heavy lifting, whereas it now appears that they're merely just extensions to keep up with her. And it doesn't take long. Approximately 6 to 8 minutes. And eventually you all do get your food. And the little old gnomish lady kind of comes up and goes, "Here you are, dearies. One for you, one for you, one for you, and a smorgasbord for you." And she kind of sets this multi-platter tray in front of you and there.
He gives a bit of a nod. Thank you. Your skill in the kitchen is a wonder to behold, as one that works in a kitchen himself.
Oh, it's nothing, dearie. Family business and all. You all aren't from around here, though. She kind of pulls up a small chair with one of the constructs helping her. Pardon me. Would you mind if I ask you all, where are you from? You're young. You don't look to be adventuring type. But at the same time, adventurers tend to be at any age anymore.
I was also about to say, we do not pass the not looking like a D&D party thing. We look like adventurers.
I mean, she's used to seeing a lot of people in armor and other stuff.
Well, besides that, before answering her, I wanted to try doing something while the food was being prepared.
All right, what's up?
Watching how these constructs work, Daedalus is just caught by an off idea, so it looks to all of you like he's just jotting something down in his notes about a spell, but in his head he just goes, "Hey, Paradox, can you help me out here?"
What assistance are you requiring of me?
I'm curious, are you able to get in on the network of these constructs here, or is that only for school?
Unfortunately, the constructs here are made predominantly of organic materials, save for the metal. The metal construct, however, is closed-circuit system.
Good to know the limitations.
If there was a shared network, I would be able to tap in. Unfortunately, no network exists.
Alright, good to know. And now that'll basically be it, so if anyone wants to answer the lady.
Okay.
Cool. So you're actually not wrong, ma'am. We're students from Strixhaven. We're technically on a little adventure, a field trip of sorts. But
Strixhaven. The magic
Yeah.
school, yes?
the one and the same.
Oh, it's been quite a while since we've had any visitors from Strixhaven here in my little shop. Ah, goodness. You young whippersnappers, you all begin learning all your magics and everything else at proper arcane schools. For us, it was... Oh my, we had to go to much less refined schools. Beginnings, almost. And she kind of smiles and goes, I hope you all are doing well, at least. I mean, she kind of just, brings up a little, She kind of brings up this little box that she just puts onto the table, and she kind of opens it up and starts pulling out a little sewing kit. And she's like, "Ah, to be young and back in school. I remember those days."
Aw, I mean, I hope we're doing well. Kind of looks around and smiles, not like afraid, just a little tickled. I hope we're doing well. The field trip was kind of from what we were told, it was kind of like a good job for doing well in exams. But
Oh, goody! Oh, where all did you go?
we actually had a little visit at um Callum Point, and we were actually on our way back from there. But then we were told that we have a little layover here in Velen.
She nods acknowledgingly, goes, "Ah, the realm of Kalamshan. I've never been to that part of the south. It's quite hot and humid, if I recall."
Also very cursed.
Ooh, cursed. I don't do curses. Mm,
He,
I'm not much for exploring.
my brother exaggerates. The whole of Kalamshan is not cursed.
Ooh, well, that's a relief. Hopefully there's parts that are safe and nice and cool. Oh, thinking about the heat now is making me sweat a little bit. And she kind of tugs on her little old granny, like, sweater.
Does it look like she's suffering from exhaustion because of the haste?
It does not. It just looks like she's kind of just thinking about the heat. And it's
Oh.
making her feel uncomfortable.
I will say they had a quite delightful coffee.
Oh, caffeine. Such a good drink. A little bit of the old stimulant for the heart, though. I can't drink it. I prefer tea. And she kind of just looks at the construct and goes, "Eerie, would you be so kind as to get my tea?" And the one wooden construct just nods and walks over to this very nice little porcelain tea set and begins to pour a drink for this little grandma. She takes it and goes, "Thank you," and sips. Ah, well, I understand. A layover is quite a little bit of a troublesome thing, but at least you're in a nice city like Velen. I'll admit, it's not much to look at least this section of the city, but it's quite nice. There's no problems. Coin is good. And we also have quite the thriving fishing.
This area, it seems like you might have been here for quite some time yourself. Uh, have any suggestions on where some folks could go maybe peruse the city?
Oh, there's a few shops I'd recommend. There's this little clothing shop that I usually get on mine, but I don't think any of you are into, well, old, elderly clothing. She kind of chuckles a bit. But if you're looking for a nice set of young person's clothes, there's a few of the fashionettes. Which, of course, there's the Three Sisters store. They design some very lovely dresses and everything else. Even some very sharp suits. Of course, if you're looking for more of more general goods, there's a couple different little knick-knack shops here and there. Oh, of course, there is like a small magic shop, but it's not much. It's general items. Yeah, mundane magical items, you understand.
Yes. Iapetus will actually start like nibbling into her sandwich just because she's hungry and it smells nice and she's been trying to be polite.
The sandwich is very good, Iapetus. It is. To put it bluntly for you, this is just absolutely buttery. Like, it's a savory, buttery croissant and the ham and the cheese just, it works spectacularly.
Sandwich is so good, and like she realizes she's talking with food in her mouth and she's trying not to be rude, but also it's a really good sandwich.
Oh, thank you, dearie. And she kind of just pinches your cheek a little bit and goes, "Oh, you're so sweet." She turns to the rest of you and goes, "It's nice to see that the youth are having a good time. Oh, it reminds me of my old grandchild."
What happened to your grandkid?
She kind of just goes, "Oh, they're an adventurer. They go out, they go do their best. I haven't seen them in quite some time, but they at least write. My last
Yeah.
letter was just a couple weeks ago."
Yeah, what did it say? Where are they at?
Oh! She pulls out the letter and she shows it to you, Belky. Currently, they're over. When she thinks about it, and she's like, "Oh, where is that? Oh, it was. Oh, I remember. The ruins of. Hold on 1 second." She kind of looks over to her one wooden construct. She goes, "Oh dear, could you bring me the map? The world map, please, not Velen's map." And the construct nods, and eventually comes over with this map of the world, and she points this area kind of towards center south. The ruins of Sher Talar. It's near the Shah Desolation.
Huh. They've got to be really powerful to go out somewhere like that.
Well, I hope so. They worry me at times, but then again, that's just the old granny in me, just being worried for them. My grandson's been doing quite a bit. I know that they're doing well, but you worry. You know?
Oh
And she
yeah,
kind
no. Trust me, all of us, no, most of us have a couple family members doing some things that are a little bit dangerous out and about in the world.
Yes. And you see, the smile kind of fades a bit. You worry so much, especially when you've seen all the sadness in a person's heart. They try to be like their parents. And she kind of just shakes a bit and goes, "Huh. But anyway." But I'm glad to see that at least the youth are doing quite well. And she kind of looks to you all and goes, "Let's see now. I'm very familiar with your kind," and she points to both you, Daedalus, and you, Iaptis. "Your kind is quite welcome around these parts, considering that you're elven."
Daedalus just turns to Iaptis with the most host. That's it for a change.
"Elves are always welcome, considering this is an elven city." She looks immediately over towards Goldbloom. "Ah, a mountain man. Your kind are welcome around these parts, though you tend to be more isolationist. Kind of a curiosity, in many regard."
He gives a thumbs up.
You two, however, are kind of different. She points to both you, Belky, and you, Ender. You? She points immediately to Ender. I've had very few run-ins with your folk before. It's rather nice. You look all warm and fuzzy. You remind me of my kitten, Smurples.
You would be surprised how many times I get that, ma'am. It always puts a smile on my muzzle every single time. And as he's saying this, he's very carefully taking a large portion of each meal that was presented to him, and he is, in the most lovingly way possible, wrapping it up in this beautiful like paper, and he's tying it off in like with ribbons, with with like bows and what have you, and he's carefully putting it into a chest. But he's sampling a little bit of each and every single one as he's carefully putting these items away. The ones that he is sampling, he is looking through almost as though he's trying to identify like what's in it, how it was cooked, so on and so forth, to attempt to reverse engineer and learn a new cuisine from a new culture.
Of course. It's, to put it bluntly, Gnomish cuisine is very filling. Like, the bread's the main part. You can definitely taste that it's the filling of it all. With everything inside of the bread, from the condiments to the meats, the cheeses, kind of acting as this, as almost like it's a topping in reality. But she kind of just smiles, gives a very happy little smile. And she turns to you, Belky, and goes, "You're kind of very different. I have not really met much of yours."
Oh yeah, what do you think I am?
Well, not one of the horned folk, so you're not a tiefling.
No, I'm not. Though, you know, not all tiefling necessarily have horns.
That's true. But you definitely radiate a bit of warmth. I don't know.
So how can you say you've never seen one like me?
I haven't. The only one I've ever seen are usually the ones that look like they belong with the water.
Yeah, well, I'm a fire ganassi.
Genasi.
Yeah, you know, like, our ancestors were a little too close to the elemental planes.
Oh!
Some,
That would... Oh!
yeah.
I never heard of Genasi before. It almost sounds like a dish.
Well, you can tell your grandson that you met someone interesting then.
Oh, I definitely will. And she kind of just pats you on, like, the side. And she's like, "Oh, you're so warm to the touch. I could just put you in a little pot." Oh, thank you all. You've all made my day. Here, allow me to do you a nice little favor. She kind of goes back behind the counter, and she kind of rummages through a bit, and she's like, "Here, I'm going to give you all a nice little box. Be sure to share." And she kind of brings out a small white box, kind of like a small, like a box that would hold like at least 6 donuts, like that kind of size box. "And here's a bunch of pastries that I've made. I hope you all enjoy. And I hope you enjoy your time in Velen while you're still here."
Oh, you're too kind, ma'am. Thank you.
She smiles and goes, "And the name's Tabitha, by the way. Pleasure to meet you all."
Well, Miss Tabitha, one act of kindness deserves another. And Daryl will dig through his pouch as he pulls out this very small little, almost velvet-like bag with a purple ribbon tied around it as he presents it over to her. Inside is 6 prestidigiments.
"Oh, thank you, dearie." And she takes one and pops it in her mouth and goes, "Ooh, has a bit of spice to it."
It does. It's magically enchanted to act as a prestidigitation cantrip.
"Oh, I like that. Oh, you ought to go into business."
I was considering it. And while Cardboard Salus isn't really paying attention, Indare will take just a little bit of the very end of one of the baguettes, and he will sleight of hand the end of the baguette onto the tip of one of Salus's horns.
Just roll me a sleight of hand. I'm curious.
That's a 20.
Oh, you're definitely gonna beat Salus. I'm just gonna use Salus's passive. But with that, Tabitha kind of just happily thanks you all for your business. She will send you all off, and Salus kind of. For tonight, I will be playing the role of Salus. Salus is gonna take a look inside the box and go, "Ooh, these look good." And I will show you all what is inside.
Oh my
Those
lord.
look really good. Also, honey, at work, one of my managers brought in a box of gourmet donuts, so I'm gonna have to find out where that place is because those were tasty too.
Don't make me
Oh
hungry.
my god.
You're
Don't
making
make
me hungry.
Is that
Well,
a
congratulations, we're all
lemon
suffering
tart?
together. For those of you wanting to know what each of these are, the first is a swan cream puff. It's a swan-shaped cream puff. The second is a chocs à la crème, which is chocs dough filled with vanilla whipped cream.
It's shoe dough.
Shudo shoto.
Shoe, like pot of shoe.
I don't speak frog.
Well, if it's got an X, it's weird.
Macarons aux fruits, which are oversized macarons filled with lychee mousseline and fresh raspberries. Marquise, which is chocolate mousse with layers of creme brulee, vanilla sponge cake, and crunchy caramel. A tarte au citron, which is a classic lemon tart topped with Italian meringue.
Oh,
And the final one is Gâteau Vert Individual, which is pistachio mousse layered with pistachio ginoise and marzipan layer, which contains a bit of gelatin.
oh my god.
I'm stealing a tart.
Don't steal the dog.
He's a good doggo.
Yes, he is. But upon opening this box, Salus kind of looks down and goes, "I'm taking one of these," and takes the marquee and pops it into his mouth. And as he's chewing, his eyes kind of go a little bit wide and going, "This is amazing." And there, try this. And he just like he is holding the box open. He's like, "Try it."
Indare will try one. He'll take the fruit and the macaroon one, break it in half, and only take half of it.
You take a bite into the macaroon. It is soft as clouds. The fruit is as fresh as the day it was picked. And the mousseline is just... Think of a sweet French vanilla, but this sweet French vanilla has this kind of wave effect. It's almost as if you could taste the cream, the vanilla, in a harmonious mixture.
And Dare doesn't say a word. He takes it, tries it, looks at what's left of it, looks at the rest of the group, and takes the rest of it.
Okay. Take the rest of it. Silas will look.
She says kind of jokingly.
Silas will look to the rest of you and go, "Anybody want one?"
Lemon tart. Lemon tart.
The lemon tart is absolutely divine. It is. It's got this sweet lemon. It's a sweet and soury lemon taste with the Italian meringue just complementing it. And you kind of feel like a nice bit of, like, fresh wintry breath, almost. And you kind of look down and you notice that there is these little parchments, these edible parchments on the lemon tarts that show some snowflakes.
Oh. If anyone wants some of it, she's actually going to have someone a little spoon and hold it out. You guys gonna try this? It's so good. There's a refreshing note. And, like, you want any? And she's, like, holding a spoon out in front of the table for anyone who wants some.
Silas is just gonna take another of the treats and just pop them in, and he's going, "This is good. I'm gonna have to send a message to get some stuff here next time." Meanwhile, Cooper is eyeing this thing while drooling. And by drooling, I mean he's got literally his tongue hanging out off to the side.
And Dare reaches out, picks up Cooper, and holds him to Iapetus's spoon.
I was about to ask, can Cooper eat that? Because if he can, she's
Cooper is
going to give it
mlemming
to him.
Cooper is mlemming it.
She's
He just
going to
goes,
give it to
"Well."
him.
You hear the Yoshi, "Well,"
Good.
and just
Cooper.
the eyes like widen. They are basically like giant, like dark biscuits. And he kind of just like goes, "Well."
And
The
Dare
tongue
will
is poking out.
And Dare will then turn Cooper just a little bit away from Iapetus towards Silas and tilt him up just a little bit so that Cooper sees the bit of bread hanging from Silas' horn before he puts Cooper back into Silas's lap, sowing that seed of chaos.
We'll get to that. Allow me to roll for how well. You know what? I'm gonna roll the chaos dice for this one. Cooper, what's your will's power? Gotta roll high for good willpower. That was not high enough. You failed. Cooper is currently climbing on Salas and just trying to go for the bread. And Salas is going, "Hey, Cooper, what the hell?" As Cooper just goes, and just is kind of like he's licking the bread and then trying to go for the munch. He's like, damn it. You all get to have this fun little sight of Cooper just terrorizing Salas for a few minutes, trying to eat the bread off of his horn. Eventually, he manages to get it, and Salas is like, "The hell's wrong with you?" And Cooper, giving the most saddest of puppy eyes, just goes, "Meh. Yeah. No, I can't stay mad at you." Come on, back in the bag. And he just puts Cooper in his bag. So, we still got a little bit of time. Anybody want to do anything?
I wouldn't mind checking out the magic shop. Any extra spells I can add to my book is much used.
I wouldn't mind it myself either. I know it's only a mundane magical shop, but it's still something.
I think I might take a look at that Three Sisters shop. I mean, I could use a new suit. The last one got exploded.
Oh yeah, that was the same night that the initial attack went down, wasn't it?
Yeah, the first sight of cultists.
I really hope we don't deal with them anytime soon. I just want the rest of this semester to go by peacefully.
Well, I can't guarantee that since I'm currently in a cyber terrorism war with one.
I mean, given our group's luck, I don't think the semester is going to be that peaceful.
Salas kind of raised a finger and goes, No, I've already jinxed it. I ain't jinxing it again.
But the Three Sisters doesn't sound like a bad stop. I actually wouldn't mind a new suit myself. Which is an interesting note for some, because most of the group may not have noticed. Iphatus doesn't wear dresses often, which implies she's going there literally to get a suit.
Alright. Well, if that's the case, I think I'll pop over with Daedalus to check out the mundane magical items for a bit. Meet you all over at the suit shop, or at least somewhere close by to it. What about you, Belky? Goldblum? How about you two?
I don't mind sticking with the group. What's the majority of folks doing?
Two
We're
of us are
splitting the
wanting
party.
Well, two of us are wanting to go over to the suit shop. Two of us are wanting to go over to the magic shop.
Yeah, let's go get some clothes.
Alright. What about you,
Can I-
Goldblum?
I imagine Daedalus is already on Goldblum.
Just steering.
Actually, no. Daedalus notes that we're in a place that's full of elves, and one thing elves like to do is be racist to other elves, so he's not doing anything to stand out.
Ah,
God.
fair enough.
I mean, also,
Elves are natural enemies with dwarves.
we could
Same
probably
as how
just...
elves are natural enemies with humans.
Humans.
Or other elves. Damn elves, they ruined elfdom!
I mean, also, once we're done at the clothing shop, we could always come find you guys at the magic shop, too.
That is fair. That is fair. Alright, how about this? We'll meet back here, at least within the hour. How's that sound?
Works for me.
Thumbs
That's
up.
me.
Alright.
I also love
Alright.
that both groups have at least one person fluent in Elvish.
We somehow planned it. Somehow we did.
Somehow. Even though... But yes. If it's alright, we'll start with the magic shop group. So, we have currently Silas, Daedalus, and Goldblum. The three of you will be walking into this magic shop where currently a Fearbolt is currently operating the counter. And you all walk in, the bell goes off, and he goes, "Ah! A pleasure to see you all. How can I help you?"
Oh, I was just interested to see if you carried any spell scrolls.
Spell scrolls. We do, but they're not really high magic. It's predominantly just, soft magics.
So if you had to say, put them on a level of 1 through 3.
Kind of thinks about it. Actually, it would be around 1 through 2
I can work with
with
that.
cantrips. But mind you, we're not much of a battle magic. That's actually in the city.
Oh, so we'd have to go past the place where basically you can only go if you're elves to get anything above 2nd level.
Yeah, and even then, you still need papers.
Well, actually, no. Delos would just walk up. My family's richer than all of you, and I'm related to a high elf. Let me in. I think that would work.
Oh.
But either way, if you just want to list off some things, or I've also still got that pinned note of spells that I have that I'm on the lookout for in party notes.
Here, I think I can get you a couple. I'll read down at least a few of the cantrips. The cantrips, of course, are Friends, Gust, Light, Minor Illusion, Mold Earth, Shape Water.
Daedalus might set aside Gust and Minor Illusion, because he can't learn them. Wizards can only learn a certain number of cantrips. It's spells that they get the ability to keep adding and adding and adding.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll set
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, he'll set those to his side as maybes because they might be situationally useful for all the weird stuff he gets into.
Of course. In terms of first level spells, there is Alarm.
Daedalus will put that one aside.
There is Disguise Self.
Daedalus will put that one aside.
There is False Life.
Daedalus not going to touch that one.
There is Fog Cloud.
Nah.
There is Grease.
Nah.
Jump.
Remind me, Zai, do you have jump in your book or not?
Pretty sure I do not have jump in my book, although I need to look up what that is.
It's literally just a spell that triples your jump distance.
It is basically become Jordan.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which jumping is
duly
actually
noted.
very useful in 5e, it just never comes up. That's why they made one of the most important mechanics in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
But he will set that aside if only just to give to his sister.
There's Sleep.
Nah.
We will then move to the second level spells.
Okay.
Arcane Lock.
Set that aside.
Blur.
Nah.
Darkness.
Already can innately cast it.
Earthbind.
What was that I was coughing?
Earthbind.
I will set that aside because I can actually take it, and we've already fought one flying enemy, so yes.
Yeah. Knock.
100%. Mostly because I'm pretty sure they would not sell that to me at school.
No, they would not. They put very, very good protection against the knock spell. Mirror Image.
You know what, yeah. That's another one for if he doesn't decide to use it, he can always give it to Iapetus.
And Web.
Already know it. Just never
Alright.
had a chance to ever cast it.
Okay.
Alright, so list off how many scrolls there are. Just the number that was set aside, if you were keeping track of that.
Let's see. I want to say there was at least. I want to say 9 to 10.
Okay, yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to get all of them, because I only have 428 gold.
Understandable.
Though he would want to ask, like, I'm pretty sure that like the two cantrips can't be more than like 25 apiece.
He basically acknowledges that they're not going to be more than like, at most, they're actually going to be like, considering their cantrips and their non attack spell, he's willing to do 10 for
Okay.
2 of them.
So he'll set both of those aside, and then
They are scrolls.
Yeah. So definitely gonna pick those up. Let me just start actually writing down all this stuff here. I have a pen pad. It's been so long since I used a pen in my desk, I can't even find it. Here we go. Okay, so 20. How much are the first levels?
The first levels, they tend to be around like 25 to 50 gold pieces.
Okay, I can work with that. And the second levels?
They're going to be a little bit more expensive. Those are about 125.
Okay. So, already got the 20. So, let's see here. Can you read off the list of the ones that were set aside again? Just so I can prioritize. Though I'm going to say right now, one is already going to be knock. So that's 125 I'm marking off here, so...
Alright, so 125 with knock. There was sleep, but you already know that one, I believe.
No, I didn't take sleep.
Okay. I'm just trying to look through. Might have to come back to the bot just for confirmation of everything else.
Oh, you're fine.
There was mirror image. Just due to the fact that, let's face it, mirror image is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You already know web, so that's kind of useless. There was jump, but that was a first level spell, so...
Yeah, that one he'll probably set because he can take the 25 gold hit just to give his sister a good spell.
Yeah.
So give me one second
Earth-
here. I'm also doing the math on my
Earthbind.
calculator.
Earthbind was the other one.
And that's second level?
Yes.
Okay, just a second. 25. Then minus 25. Okay, so... Now I just need to remember the first levels. Okay, there was Disguise Self was one. I will probably pick that one up, so I'm going to mark another 25 off.
Yes, I will. I can go through a few of them if need be. The first levels, there was Disguise Self.
Mhm.
There was...
Alarm, I just remembered.
Yeah, Alarm.
And I'm going to take that one too, minus 25.
There was Fog, Cloud, and Grease, but you didn't want either of those two.
Mm-hmm.
There was Jump.
I already counted that one off.
Okay. Let's see. There was Sleep, but I think you were good on that one.
Yeah, also, yet again, Jay will be like, why does no one ever realize that we don't sleep? This is an elven city.
Oh, you don't sleep, but, outsiders need to sleep.
I mean, fair. Just seems incongruous.
Hey, I've had bad insomnia once.
I have no frame of reference for how that is.
Think of not being able to sleep, but it's forced. It's not fun.
Days will shrug and go back to the list.
I believe that was it in terms of the firsts that you set aside.
Okay, then I can afford to get, what were some of the other second levels? Because I can afford to get one more of those.
In terms of the second levels, you've already set aside for Blur and Knock.
Oh, I didn't set aside for Blur. I set aside for Jump.
Mirror Image. And Mirror Image and Jump. My apologies.
Yeah.
There was Knock. Yeah. There was Spider Climb, but you already know that, so... I'd say, just for this, keep the money. Just as an above game.
Oh, okay.
Considering these are nothing short of actual combat spells. These are more of assistance spells.
Okay, well, I mean, I would have had 75 gold left if I'd done everything, but yeah.
Keep it.
Okay, then I'm just gonna do a quick thing here where... I'm gonna put up the thing so that way chat doesn't see my character sheet as I have to add all of these spells in. And you can only add them in one way in Roll20, which is annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then I also gotta add them into my inventory. Now Daedalus can do all kinds of crazy spy stuff when dealing with the cultists.
Alright. So these are all the spells you were wanting to pick up?
Yeah.
Okay. The man happily sells to you and goes, "Here you go!"
Well, with this, I should be able to keep us a lot safer now, Salus. He says with his arm full of scrolls.
I hope so. I just don't want to deal with anything crazy. What about you, big man? He looks to you, Goldblum. Anything in particular you want?
Not a whole lot I can use. See?
Is there anything for the more natural kind of uses? Oh, are you a druid?
I am.
A pleasure to meet you, my friend. And he kind of sticks out a hand to shake. And he speaks in druidic.
Ooh.
May the
We'll
Oak
shake and-
Father be with you.
And with you.
He happily shakes your hand. I've got a few things that might help. Let's see. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. And he kind of looks in and he goes, Oh, here you go. And he pulls out a scroll. And kind of like slides it over. This type of scroll has helped me for a while. I'm willing to sell it to you for 30 gold pieces.
What is it?
A scroll of fine traps.
We do run into a lot of those, despite the fact that we're only students.
It's a one-time use thing, but 120-foot range. You'd be surprised at what stuff you find.
Sure, why not?
Alrighty, that'll be 30 gold pieces.
Hand over the 30 gold?
He happily takes the 30 gold and gives you the spell scroll. Well, there you go. Hope you enjoy it.
Got anything else?
Well, I've got a few items, but they're not really all that special. They're more on the common stuff. And he kind of decides to bring out a couple things. He brings out a couple beads of refreshment. He brings out what appears to be a bottle, like kind of like this, like a metal bottle that has kind of a capper on top of it that can be detached and reattached. And he brings out a pair of dice, a cloak, And a pair of clothes. I got these. Any of them catch your fancy?
What do the
What
clothes
does the
look
cloak
like?
do?
Oh,
That too.
it's like it's a nice set of traveler's clothes.
So you were saying, Wiley, about what is a cloak?
What does the cloak do?
Oh, he makes whoosh. He puts it on immediately. He snaps his fingers, and the cloak begins to billow dramatically.
I think Adair would like that.
I like it. How much?
Oh, this 5 gold pieces.
Oh, he'll hand over 5 gold.
All right, Goldblum, add a cloak of billowing into your inventory.
Also, I just remembered something. Dales is still walking around with the equivalent of a Glock taped to the underside of his arm. And he's been walking around open carrying that thing since I got off the fucking boat.
The second.
I keep forgetting that
Anything else?
we need Adair to make a sheep for that.
Anything else catch your attention?
What are the clothes for?
Oh, these are clothes of mending. Basically, they magically mend itself to counteract like daily wear and tear. It's really useful. Saves up on laundry.
Meanwhile, in Dales' head, just going, I wonder, can I get the stains of blood out?
So if I tear these up from, combat or something, they'll just fix themselves.
Mostly. Just remember that if the clothing itself is completely destroyed, it can't be repaired.
So, okay, but just holes, right? Would be fine.
Yeah, holes. Holes will be fixed.
Oh. How much for that?
Considering how useful it is, I would normally say 15 gold, but because you're a brother of the nature, 10.
Deal.
Alright, add clothes of mending to you.
Specifically useful for someone who grows rocks out of his skin.
Yep. Yeah, you tend to destroy your clothing a lot.
It's why the only thing he wears is a collar and 2 shoulder pads that are predominantly metal or harder substance. That and also his
Anyway.
sensitive nipples.
Anything else I
Very
can
sensitive.
get for you?
I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty good too. Thank you for all your help.
Oh, you're welcome. Please stop by again.
Okay, now Frost, I do need to ask again above game. So did I actually spend money on that, or did
You actually did spend money.
Okay, I need you to actually tell me before I marked it off my sheet.
Alright, I will say this. You spend money. It's not bad, though. You know you're gonna get your money's worth out of this. Plus, you guys will get access to your finances back when you get back to school.
Oh yeah, no, we've been gone for about a week, and Daedalus left again a 2nd level and a 3rd level spell scroll exclusivity deal like Simmer. I'm gonna get back at least what I had, which was again like over 1,000 gold, to the point I need to start converting to platinum.
Okay. With that, actually, I got almost think of it's a Fearbolg with kind of like, to answer your question, Zai, considering I'm seeing this, kind of, but at the same time he speaks like Blinksy from Curse of Strahd.
Amazing.
Except he's a Fearbolg. He's big. He's category size large. Alrighty. You guys will have your magical items. We will cut away from your group and move to the clothing. God damn it. God damn it, Bob. Uh,
Wiley,
yeah.
don't act like you're clever.
I saw what
What?
happened.
What I
An
do?
anonymous gifter just gifted a sub to sensitive nipples.
Oh, I don't hide behind the anonymous thing. Bob knows
Oh
that,
yeah, that's
right?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah, that's
snap!
right.
Then okay, thank you, anonymous gifter.
For sensitive nipples.
Looking
gift
at
of
I'm
your
not afraid.
looking at your chat, I know who fucking did it.
Alrighty. We will cut away to our lovely clothes shopping team, consisting of Ender, Belky, and Iapetus. The three of you are walking into this beautiful boutique of clothes. There is tons of it. We're talking like high-end fashion designer suits and dresses, like racking the walls. We're talking fancy shoes, everything from dress shoes to heels, sandals. Hell, there's even boat wear. Cocktail dresses, business casual. And as you all are kind of looking around, over by this, not by the counter, but actually towards this one little open view, kind of like mirror, you see three women. They look apparently like triplets. Just currently like two of them are kind of like doing measurements on the third, who is currently like modeling a dress and going, "You've got to be kidding me! This has to be fitting. Of course it's fitting. I made the dress. Oh, screw you! I made the dress too. We all made the dress. You fucking morons!" And who are you calling a fucking moron? You fucking moron! Oh, you bitch!
I like them already.
Closer look at them reveals that they are, in fact,
Are they fucking simulacrums of each other?
how do I put this? They're fairies. They are fairies.
Okay, so they're gay, but like, what are they?
The
Are they like the fairy godmothers sort of like arguing right now?
the fairy godmothers, if they lived in California.
Oh, got it.
Yeah,
Aurora's
we're talking
high-end
talking
fairy
Beverly
godparents.
Hills / like Valley Girl. Without the Valley Girl accent. Just the cattiness.
The gems, got it.
Uh-huh. And eventually one of them kind of looks in the mirror and looks and notices your group and goes, "Oh, shit, we have people here. You two, go. I'll get dressed." And she immediately flies into this back room, and the other two sisters go up and they go, "Hi, welcome to the Three Sisters. How can we help you?"
We're looking to get some new digs, so to say. I can only speak for myself, but given what you have here, I think I might need a new wardrobe. Well, 2 new wardrobes.
Okay. And one of the sisters goes, "All right, so what are you thinking?" Hold on, sis. It looks like this one. A little bit of hair, but we've worked with hair before. Yeah, there's a few clients of ours. Nice height. Ears are pretty much alright. Kind of looks at your backside and goes, "Okay, not bad. We're working with at least a decent." And eventually the third sister comes back. For those of you in the party, you will notice that all three are practically spitting images of each other. The only difference is their eyes. Each of them are blonde hair, but their eyes go from blue to green to this kind of brown. All right. So what are we working with, ladies? Well, it looks like we're working with Felonid kind of style. All right, not bad. And she noticed the third sister who came out notices you two and goes, "And what about you two, lovely darlings? How can we help you?"
Frost, I'm getting ready to send you image references.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I might have had to talk about some things that might be happening commission-wise, and had to already ask Zai what Iaptis would dress as in formal wear.
All right. Well, while Zai is sending me their stuff, Belky, the third sister's taking a look at you, and she's gone, "So what can I help you with, honey?"
I'm looking for some battle-ready armor.
Pardon?
Sorry, that was a
Kids Next Door reference.
yeah,
Kids Next Door
yeah.
joke. I'm very
Sorry.
familiar.
All right. Belky just laughs. Of course, I'm not looking for armor in a clothes shop. I'm just joking with you. I need
Oh,
something
thank goodness. I was about to say.
Listen, I might look like I'm all brawn, but trust me, some folks really dig the muscles. Anyway,
Oh,
I
believe
need.
me, we've had an influx of certain clothing types.
Oh yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to show a little skin. Is there
Yeah.
what can you hook me up with? Find something. I'm listening to your shit. I can't think of what was the word. Your suggestion,
Expertise?
your opinion. Yes.
Okay. Well, first I'm going to ask: are you looking for more business? Are you looking for business chic? Are you looking for more Devil and Prada? Are you looking for sultry afternoon? What are we talking about here?
I'm
'Cause-
looking for, oh shit, that's a bad bitch. I'm scared to talk to her. However, damn, she hot.
Okay. So we're talking brass, babe. Okay.
I mean, I got the tan for it, yeah.
Hey. And she kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh, I'd hate to see what you'd look like if you were pale."
For a fire ganassi, that's a sin, isn't it?
Oh God, don't even get me started. By the way, my name's Sarah. This is my sister Tara, and that's Mara.
Oh, that's easy to remember.
Yeah, and I'll type up everyone.
I'm so glad that Daedalus was not here, or else he would have just said the most stupid shit.
What?
Wow, your parents were incredibly uninventive.
Wow.
Listen,
We are
I come-
working on his social
Listen,
behaviors.
real life
We're
Vaughn-
working on it.
Real life Vaughn also comes from two very big families that all have very different styles of naming their children.
Hmm. I see.
Okay. I have sent the information that is to tell who is who and what is what. And I've also gotten your stuff, Zai. This looks
Yeah.
lovely.
I've been sitting on this for months. I've
I
been
look
waiting.
forward to this. So, immediately from here, Sarah kind of looks at you, Belky, and goes, "Alright, Brass Babe, we'll definitely work with that. I can definitely get some materials in. Tara, Mara, what are we thinking for the other little one?" And the two sisters kind of look and go, "We could definitely work with this." And they kind of look down and go, "So, are you looking dress-wise, or are you looking for more flamboyancy?"
Yes.
Oh, we're talking to this one, honey. And they
Oh,
point to
sorry. Sorry.
Iapetus.
So I'm looking for something that's kind of along the middle line of formal and informal. So I guess some would call this like a business casual. This kind of attire, but like if I needed to go jump on a horse, I could jump on a horse.
Ah, Cirque du Soleil. Okay, yeah, we could definitely work with this. Yeah, we'll definitely work
Exactly.
with that. Okay. Hey, Sarah, we're doing Cirque du Soleil. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Well, we can definitely work with this. Don't worry. We have managed to put out good clothing for all of our greatest assets. And of course, our best clientele. So you will have 100% confidence that you will absolutely look amazing and not like a bunch of whores.
Have a question.
How
We
can we
are
help you?
here. We are here on a brief layover, so we probably have like a couple hours. If we wouldn't want to rush we wouldn't want to rush artists working on their craft. So just in case if we had to ship it somewhere, do you guys want that information?
Oh, please, we would actually appreciate that. Yeah, you have no idea how many clients decide to pay for something and then they don't give us shipping address. And then we have to send someone to go find them, and they think, oh no, we've got a bounty hunter on our heads. When in reality, it's just a courier. Seriously, we've gone through 5 of them already. Don't even
Oh
get me
my.
started with that one fucking asshole. Oh god, the fucking orc. Yeah, the orc. Make a frickin' military parade uniform. Anyway, here. And they slide over a pen and paper. Just write down the address of where we're sending this to, and we'll immediately get it. They immediately turn to you and Dare. We're going to need to take measurements immediately, and we're going to need to take measurements immediately out of the 2 of you.
This will go wherever she needs to go to get measurements taken.
All right. You all are escorted to that same mirror that Sarah was currently being measured in for this dress she was trying to wear. You all get your measurements taken. It only takes a few minutes for each of you, but they are very meticulous in their calculations. In fact, at one point, Belky, they kind of start quarreling over like trying to make sure that they get your actual height, as they're trying to include like down to the literal baseline of your foot. And it even goes to the point where Tara and Mara are about to pull each other's hair, and Sarah actually smacks the 2 of them with like with the measurement stick, and just goes, "The 2 of you, enough. We will handle this."
Okay.
Eventually, the measurements are taken. They start to jot down a little bit of information and go, "All right, so we are definitely get Cirque du Soleil outfit for this. Brass Babe for the flame. You, on the other hand," and they point to you and Dare, "what particular style are you looking for?"
Well, I have 2 distinct needs whenever it comes to my outfits. The first one is I need it for this form, and he motions towards Indare. I need I'm a cook, and I oftentimes make a big show of my performances and so on and so forth. So I need something that draws the eye, but isn't. I need something that's out there and visual, but at the same time something that I can easily like pull away. Like he shows like a prestidigitation. He shows like a little 6-inch high like doll of himself in his previous outfit. The one that got
Aww.
destroyed.
And you see like Tara kind of goes wide and goes, "Oh, it's so cute, Mara. Doesn't it look cute? I mean, it looks cute." Chef, you said, right?
Correct.
We could always try to find some mending magic. Who would have magic? Ooh, ooh. And Mara kind of raised a hand. I know someone. You're talking about Billy, aren't you? What's wrong with Billy? Mara, he's damn near 10 feet tall. You're barely even, like, a foot tall. It's never gonna work out between you two.
Hey, love knows no differentiation between height and size. If you really love Billy, you can make that thing work.
Yeah,
You might
but
have to do certain things, but you can make it work, trust me.
Listen,
You
all
s-
you need to do is find somebody who has the spell enhance or reduce, and you are golden. There you go.
you see Sarah kind of lean a little bit closer to you, Belky, and whispers, "Look, we're trying to be nice, but it's just never gonna work between those two. I know. Look, you say the size thing, but Billy's just he's he's not.
What?
If Dad was around, he'd be disappointed. And besides, otherwise, it's gonna lead to accusations on Mara.
For
And,
what?
ugh,
What's wrong with this Billy guy? Tell me about him.
I mean, nothing. He's a fearbulg. It's just the height difference alone, and we're trying to steer our sister away from being labeled a size queen.
So what? Embrace it, man.
Look, we'll figure out what.
Believe it or not, my father is about 4 feet tall. My mother is about 9 feet tall. They make it work.
There you go.
Fair, but and Tara's kind of like, yeah, we're still gonna have talks about that. Oh, you always say that every time. Mara, just hush. You're the baby of the group. Let the older siblings talk.
Oh, I thought you were all triplets.
We are, but kind of. Sarah kind of points. I was born first. Tara was born in 3 seconds later. Mara was born 8 seconds later.
Yes, I get this. My other siblings used to tease me about that too.
Exactly. Anyways,
You're good, babe.
they kind of just take in a deep breath. All right, so if that's the case, we'll definitely at least get a nice. Don't want to say Iron Chef. Iron Chef seems a little too overplayed. It is. Mithril Chef? Mithril Chef. Yeah, we'll go with the Mithril Chef chic.
And for the secondary, unfortunately, I had to leave a lot of my wardrobe behind whenever I had to change schools, and I had to, I had to move quickly, so I had to leave a lot of my wardrobe behind. So I might have to pick up a new wardrobe and in their shifts, using alter self in their shifts to Aphira.
Ooh. And the sisters kind of gather around and go, all right. A challenge. Changeling? No, not changeling. See? Still has fur and everything else. Not changeling. And the three of them kind of look to each other and nod and go, okay, we can do it.
Yeah, with this particular form, I'm going to need an entire wardrobe. Business, casual, something flashy, something functional, something that I can beat somebody's face in if I need to and still look damn good while I'm doing it.
Eladrin. Yeah, it's Eladrin. Of course, we're going with the Eladrin setup. Are you wanting a 4 seasons, or are you wanting more of a duality?
4 seasons can work.
Okay, 4 seasons. We got that. Okay. Well, if that's the case, we're gonna start working on it. Unfortunately, we are gonna have to ask for a down payment. Just so that way, our work isn't, going off to nowhere.
Not a problem.
We'll just ask for a simplistic 50 gold.
I will give 100 gold up front because she knows she's getting a work of art with this. She could tell how much they enjoy what they're doing.
Aw, aren't you sweet? And the three sisters kind of all pinch your cheek a little bit. Iapetus.
Aw. Well, I want to show my appreciation. I can tell you guys love what you do.
Alrighty, well, we got that. What about the rest of you?
How much do your outfits usually cost for like a custom look?
It depends on the... Usually depends on the customer, what materials they're wanting. I mean, technically we can get materials from the city itself due to the fact that we're actually from the city. We just like setting up our shop outside. Makes it a lot easier, especially with the tourists.
Oh, all right.
But it all depends on the chic and statistic.
All right.
So generally, we normally would just charge for like 50 just for standardize. If you're going for a bigger, then prices can vary.
All right. I'll give them 150 gold. And yeah, no, go wild. I don't want you to curb your enthusiasm whatsoever.
Okay, we could definitely work with this. Yes, we can.
I've never met a designer, especially a fashion designer, who would say no to a bigger budget. Jesus Christ.
They nod appropriately, and then they turn to you, Ender. And you, sweetie?
Tell you what. Let me pay it half off right now, up front. From everything that I can see around here, I know you three are talented. So I'm going to give you as much of a budget as I can work with.
Their eyes are lighting up. All right, what do you got?
A general idea, how much is like this gonna run me for like the full wardrobe for Afira and the couple suits for Ender?
I'm going to ask this above game. How much money you got?
I have almost 300 platinum.
You're gonna need to subtract 100.
How the fuck did you get 300 platinum? Jesus Christ.
Remember the prestigiaments?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that makes sense.
Remember having that conversation with Samson?
Mm-hmm.
How he gave me 300 platinum straight up in our last meeting?
I forgot. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Subtract 100 platinum, if that is the case.
Oh, that just made me think of something.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, go ahead, and I'll remember before the scene is done.
Athera straight up puts down a small bag of platinum onto the counter in front of them, and she gives a grin.
Sarah is the first to pick it up and goes, "Ooh, oh, we're gonna have a rush order with this one. Oh yeah, definitely can't fail. Definitely can't fail. All right, all right, Tara, Mara, you two stay up here. I'm gonna go count the coins and get them all. You all just prepare. We'll have a little bit of talk. If anybody else comes in, just help them out, and I'll be right back." And she immediately flies to the back rooms.
Man, I just realized something. They're fairies. A coin is like carrying a brake rotor to them.
Surprisingly, they're able to carry them pretty well.
I mean, not all brake rotors will break your back, but many try.
Eventually, you guys are being chatted by Tara and Mara, and they're giving you all, like, they bring you all cups of, like, tea, and they start spilling the tea on, like, some of the designs that they have, and some of the clientele they've worked with. A few of them worked with a couple of the noblemen from the city. A few worked outside, across the world for some long range. And there's a couple little miniature celebrities that they've done for here and there. In fact, some of their best designs have actually been featured within the city of Baldur's Gate. And eventually, the door opens with the bell ringing, and a woman comes walking in. and goes, "Excuse me, I'm here to pick up my dress." And Merrick looks up and goes, "Oh! Oh, you must. Oh! Oh, Miss S. Oh, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, we'll have your dress out in just a second. Here. Just sit here with them. We'll gladly grab it for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the for the budgetary work that you give. Oh, it's nothing, dear. Please go have fun." And the two sisters go off, and you see this woman in, like, we are talking Jessica Rabbit kind of red hair, sit down, a pair of, like, beautiful shades in a white gold dress, just sitting next to you. To put it bluntly, if there was a comparison, this is like a model, like a Victoria's Secret style model, just next to the three of you. And she looks over to the three of you and goes, "Ah, fine clothes?"
But of course, we just
Indeed
came into
we are.
town and figured, we might as well spice up our wardrobe a bit.
I see, I see. Not bad, not bad at all. Any particular occasion?
What occasion do you need to look badass?
Oh, there's tons of reasons. Parties, birthdays, weddings, competitions. She immediately pulls down her glasses and gives you a smile.
What are you in competition with someone?
No.
J Frost,
Hmm?
if we wanted to roll to see if we recognize this person, what would we roll?
Insight.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm asking is because
You don't have to say it. I just
Okay.
need to see what she rolled.
cool,
Her old shit.
gonna pray.
I don't give a fuck. She purdy.
15.
Belky and Dare. This chick's sizing you up, and Dare, or Afira in this version, lady hot.
Yes, Lady Hot.
Yeah. Iapetus.
Mm-hmm.
The competition remark kind of gets you a bit. A wee little bit.
Help that the fairy said Mrs. or Miss S when she
Mhm.
walked in. Aloud.
Yeah, Miss S. And she kind of just, again, she just pulled down her glasses a little bit to look at you with her actual eyes, not behind frames, and smile. And then she puts them back up and goes, "Suppose spill the tea, sisters." And she immediately puts one leg up over the other and goes, "What's the hot gossip?"
Wait, is she talking to us or is she talking to the fairies?
She's talking to you. The fairies are
Oh.
gone. They went to
Oh.
go retrieve her dress.
To
Gotcha,
clarify,
gotcha.
does Iapetus recognize this person?
You have an inkling, but you don't know.
Okay.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Come on, spill some tea. What's happening in the world?
Sorry, do we know you?
Maybe.
Just
I'm just trying to make
enjoying
small talk.
just enjoying a nice reprieve in Velen. A little layover. We actually just had a wonderful time at a local cafe. You might like it.
Oh, what cafe?
It was called the Oak. The sweetest gnomish lady works there. makes the most delicious pastries. I think you might like it a lot.
Ooh, pastries. Those sound good. Ah, and I'm supposed to watch my figure, but fuck it. I am in desperate need of some sweets.
Athera reaches into the satchel on her waist. She pulls out a chest, opens it up, and pulls out one of the pastries from that she ordered previously. It's still wrapped up with the bow and everything, and offers it.
She will gladly partake of one and goes, sinfully sweet. Oh,
Divine, isn't it?
oh, I can already feel my waist going. Mm.
Hopefully, it goes to the right places.
You and me both. Otherwise, I'm going to be out of. I'll be out of work. Oh, oh, but it's so nice. Oh goodness, that's good. So, anything else happening in the world? Come on, don't be shy.
Well, we just came over from Kalimshan, and
Ah, beautiful place.
she gives the slightest smile. I heard from a friend of a friend that the Sultan has been seen with this real hottie. I don't know anything about her, but apparently she rocked his world.
Do tell. And you see as she kind of pulls out a small flask and opens it, and just immediately takes a small swig out of it. And goes, come on, spill that hot. I want to know every detail.
Well, I don't know a massive amount, but apparently he was spotted at one of the larger hotels with this real hot piece. I don't know a whole lot of it, but apparently some of his guards weren't exactly pleased with it. Maybe a bit of a rebellious streak, maybe?
Oh, please. Men, they're easily influenced. They say, hey, you're supposed to think with your head, but they always think with the other one. Especially those that are in power. You'd be surprised just how many of those types of people always, well, go baseline. Animalistic, even.
Yeah, stroke the ego, stroke something else, and they're putty in your hands.
2 hands on the clock, except the clock's missing an L.
You get it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, believe me, I've had my fair share of run-ins. And she kind of looks at the 3 of you. Belky, she's narrowing her eyes at you.
I am trying to look nonchalant.
Roll me a deception.
Oh, really? Okay. 16?
Alright, she's got to beat a 16. I will roll her dice. Okay, let me grab her dice. Beats it by 1. She kind of smirks at you, Belky, and goes,
Mm-hmm.
"And there's always been the tale of 1,001 nights in Kalimshan."
Oh, sure, but why have 1,001 nights when you can have one night stand?
Depends. Sometimes you look for stability. Sometimes
What's
you just
that?
look for... Well... It's like having... It depends on your situation. Sometimes it's having someone you love. Sometimes it's having a free credit card machine. And sometimes it's just because... Well, sometimes you just need to indulge a little bit.
Exactly.
So you're saying it's all about love, whether it be love of someone else, love of oneself, or love of gold.
Mm-hmm. It always falls into those three. There's always, of course, there's a fourth one, but that one's, I wouldn't call it love. It's more of lust. But I digress. It is what it is, and it's all it ever will be. And as she kind of finishes up, the two sisters, Tara and Mara, kind of come back out, and they present this well-crafted wooden box to this woman, and go, "And here you are, your dress for the evening." And she takes it and goes, "Oh, thank you so very much. You have no idea. Oh, he's going to love me looking in this. We hope so too. Is there anything else we could do for you?" "Oh no, it's all good. In fact, you did such a great job." She immediately slides over. You watch as she slides this platinum card to the sisters and goes, "Feel free to take." You sure, ma'am? Of course. I always reward the best behaviors. Anyways, I need to get going. I got an agent I gotta meet, and I've got some contracts to sign. She looks back to the three of you and goes, "Ta-ta, honeys. I hope to see you someday soon. Bye." And she
Can
begins
Iapetus
walking out
say
the
something
door.
before she leaves?
By all means.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Miss S, was it?
She looks back and goes, "Oh, yes." And she kind of just blows a kiss as she turns around and walks out the door.
There's an unusual sly smirk on Iapetus's face. It just curls up slightly.
Oh boy, we're in the money. Oh, Sarah's gonna flip.
That's
Yeah, better
like
flip for joy, otherwise that bitch is gonna be getting, Should we tell her? We have to. I hate her being the oldest. Why couldn't I be the oldest? Because you're the baby. I don't want to be baby anymore. What, you'd rather be old and haggard? Oh, you slut.
that seemed like quite the customer you guys had.
Oh, you have no idea. We get some of the top notches, but granted, there's other stores that also get, top notch. We're
For the life
just
of
lucky.
for the life of me, I feel like I've seen her somewhere before.
I mean, she is a model. I mean, where
Oh.
doesn't she model? She goes all over the frickin' Sword Coast.
Oh wow.
I heard you call her Mrs. S. What's her name?
They look and go, "Unfortunately, that's client confidentiality. We can't divulge that info. Kiss and no tell."
Completely fair. Do you know by any chance though if she has like a model moniker that she goes by? We had a lovely chat while she was waiting for her dress, and she was just talking about the perfect opportunities for wearing different sorts of fashion. And she said she'd hope to see us soon, so I
I mean,
just don't
she
want to
does
seem
everything.
uncouth.
Dresses. She does everything. Dresses. A little bit of armor here and there, but granted, it's mostly just for elegance, not actual combat look. Some noblemen want to look like they're actually fighting capable, but those fuckers couldn't even move their fat asses if they even tried. Especially if they're close enough to the frickin' buffet table. Yeah, I mean, there's also lingerie. The simplistic things.
Hmm.
Ooh. Hmm. That okay, so then I guess I'll just have to keep an eye out.
Yeah, I know she's welcome in the city due to the fact that she models a number of things, especially for the lords and ladies, but I've known I know she's dating someone. Yeah, but I don't know who it is. They never tell you. That's because you're reading the wrong magazines. You're reading the wrong magazines. No, you. No, you. No, you. No, you. No, you.
Oh, you read those kind of magazines?
Oh, honey, we read all kinds of magazines, especially the ones that give good gossip.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry, it's good gossip. Do you follow any musicians?
Depends. Usually. Oh, goodness. What was that last one that we saw? I mean, we did go to a show, yeah, but it was Chico. Yeah, well, what's wrong with Chico? I mean, besides the fact he's got 8 arms, and he can play multiple instruments. Yeah, but Chico's also, one of those fads. Yeah, you're a fad. No, you're a fad. No, you're fat. No, you're fat.
Anyway, I was wondering if you knew or you followed anything on Flavius Carmine.
They kind of raise an eyebrow and go, Flavius, 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 Flavius. Sarah might know more about that, but...
Prestidigitation, a little 6-inch doll of him.
Oh, he doesn't look bad. Oh no, he looks pretty nice. Let me guess. Fuckboy?
That's my dad.
Not bad. Cute butt. Nice chin.
I just expect him to go, so fuckboy?
I mean, you're not wrong about fuckboy, just not my fuckboy. That's what I'm doing. It's a little weird. But no, accurate fuckboy, yes.
Oh, goodness. Okay, now is he fuckboy or fuckboy man whore? There's like, there's a scale. There's a tier here.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Dad gets around. He and mom not together. But you know,
Oh, our
it's one of those
condolences, and they immediately put a hand on you.
Huh? No. It's not a love him and leave him kind of thing. Well, at least not for mom. Listen, let's just say he didn't pay child support. He was there, but like...
Oh, deadbeat! Even better! Oh,
no,
God.
man. He's a great guy. He's just... He has his career. Mom understands. Hell, she was an adventurer. Like, she knows all about going all around the world.
Oh.
There's no condolences. Man, when I got old enough, I went on tour with him. Are you fucking kidding me? That's the lifestyle I want to live.
They look at you. They look at him. They look back at you. They look at this little copy of him. Oh, we get it now.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, it's in the butt. Yeah, definitely the shape.
What, you mean this chiseled ass? And Belky gives her butt a smack.
No, not you, honey. You're fine. We know the real dynamic now. And they kind of just smile, and eventually Sarah comes back out and goes, all right, we are good to go. We are golden. Thank God. Do we have any other clients? Oh, Mrs. S came in. Oh, did you give her the dress? Yes. Oh, thank goodness. What did she pay with? Plat card. Really? Yep, so we'll be living like monarchs for the next couple months. Noted. Remember, we're not going to blow it all on, the fun stuff. Oh, come on. What's wrong with it? You know what's wrong with it. We go through like 30 bottles of it. Meh, meh, meh. Anyways, and Sarah flies over to the three of you and goes, all right, dearies, we have your measurements. We have the materials on order. We'll be giving you live updates. We'll try to get in touch with you every so often just to see if we can do a little bit of rework or whatnot. Is that going to be okay?
Oh, hell yeah.
Perfect.
Consciously, Iapetus is going to say, if what you guys end up making for us looks as wonderful as Savannah's looks, I'm going to be blown away.
Sarah raises an eyebrow and goes, Savannah?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, is that who that was?
They
So
look at you curiously and goes, Savannah? Who's Savannah?
sorry, I'm just so caught up in thought. So if she needs to, let me know if I need to roll something. She's saying that in a lighthearted manner of if it looks as amazing as Savannah's, I'm going to be blown away. But she's also saying it to see how they react to the name.
They're raising eyebrows, going, I'd say roll an insight.
Gotcha. 22.
With a 22, you can tell they're being genuine when they have no idea who the hell you're talking about.
I have sorry to confuse you. I have a lot on the brain. I've been thinking about something for a little while. No worries. I'm just really excited to see how this will turn out. Which reminds me, uh, would it be possible, and feel free to add this to my portion of the bill, would it be possible to add a suit to match, points to Afira, to match one of hers, but for Ender, the previous gentleman you were speaking to? She's completely changing the topic on purpose.
They look and they go, I mean, sure, it's gonna be like 100 gold.
She will hand it over willingly.
Okay. They take it and they go, we'll just use the measurements from the last one. We'll do a little editation. But yeah, everything should be good. It is gonna take maybe a couple weeks.
That's perfect fine. Our competition isn't going to be for another month or so, I'm guessing. She's giving me a hand in one of my cooking competitions.
Oh, that's sweet. And they immediately kind of pinch your cheek again. I put this.
Speaking of, Afira would smile. If you three ever need anything, sweet, I specialize in foods that have magical qualities to them, candies, so on and so forth, treats. If you ever need anything, just you know where to find me. You've got my address. Let me know. I can make orders and send things back to you.
We might take you up on that offer. And they just smile and they go, alrighty, dearies. Well, we'll have this on order. We'll keep that in mind. But yeah, you guys are free to go. Thank you for your time at the Three Sisters. We hope you enjoyed. And we should have your orders soon. And with...
Yep.
Go ahead.
Afira nods, gets up, and wanders out. And as Afira is leaving, Afira shifts back to Ender as they leave. But thinking back to what Iapta said and comparing Savannah to Miss S, are they the same person or are they two different people? Now that Iaptis has actually said that out loud.
Well, I'd say this. The last time you saw Savannah, she was blonde. This woman was red-haired.
That doesn't... Yeah, but Ender can turn into a lady, into Afira. So,
There's only one other thing I could have done in character, but there wasn't going to be time for it. And that would have been like a perception to smell.
I will say this. She did have a nice perfume. It smelled like cherry.
Perfume smelled like cherries. Noted.
But yeah. You all have your orders placed and ready to go. You are out of the shop. You will meet up with your friends, and I think now would be a good time to take a bio break.
Okie dokie.
Chat.
So yeah, Zai, since we're on break, you might as well, just because it'll be done by the end of the day, just add in jump and mirror image into your spellbook.
I will get around to that. Mental process. I like to wait till I get to it.
But yeah, hope you all enjoy. Hope you all are enjoying this session. I'm gonna go get some drink because I need thirst.
Well, I'm also just gonna put this out there for all the people who are still staying in the call right now. The guy who is currently went from conspiracy theorist to actually in a spy thriller just got knocked. So yeah, I'm about to be a menace.
Just remember the second half of that spell.
Oh, I know, 300 feet. I'm about to go see if they have another thing that probably isn't at school, but I might just try to go to the ley line for, which would be a wand of silence.
That's gonna be a very hard to find item.
I mean, yeah, but I also figure mages exist, so having a ability to make them quiet, yeah, really good, especially since the only two classes that can cast that spell are ironically Bard and then Cleric.
There are ways to get it. If the and you know the stories about the ley lines. There are many layers.
Well, yeah, no. Daedalus will just try to buy a actual wand of it, because again, he can't learn it in any way.
Alrighty. Well, with that, I'm grabbing a drink.
Have a good one.
I have an idea of the outfit that I want for Belky.
Ooh.
After scouring Pinterest.
I have been sitting on references since last month. Or not last month, for several months.
I see.
That's giving me Nico Robin vibes.
What?
That outfit design.
I only just now posted it. Did you
I know,
look
I
at it?
saw it.
Nico Robin, really?
Yeah.
You know they can hear you, right?
Yes, hi.
I mean, I can see where it is, especially like post-time skip Robin, where definitely likes the half jackets.
Stinky boy.
So the bottom one would be like in the color of the first one, but the split pants one possibly. I'm trying to go with a combination of like hard versus soft. So a little bit of belly showing, some cool stuff, pops of color. Yeah.
This session made me realize I totally forgot to finish like putting together a reference folder for literally an entire family picture. So that might be something I do after the stream while drinking. Hey.
Bun asked us about like what our characters would look like in certain attire like eons ago.
Also, I'm answering CG, who is talking to us in our call text. So, CG, one half of the party got a whole bunch of spells and 2 useful magical items. Well, not useful, but one's useful, one's kind of eh. And the other half are getting a whole bunch of different clothes done and possibly met someone tied to our cooking like competition.
Basically what happened.
If I wasn't running OBS, I'd actually be opening up that folder I was just talking about. But
basically, the guys went magic item shopping, the gals went clothes shopping, basically.
Yeah, I just believe that in his, like, it hasn't been established, I just believe that Daedalus has one formal attire, it's back in his closet at Strixhaven, and he has not thought about getting a different change of clothes.
You do have a few extra articles of clothing because of what Mom said.
Yeah, I have some stuff for winter.
Mm-hmm.
But the seasons have not changed. And
I mean, we went into a warm climate, so we swapped some things, some of us.
yes, and I've told you, I basically just dress as a Chinese scholar.
I can't wait to find out which matching suit the the fairy godmothers have basically made to go within their suit for the cooking thing.
I also love
I can't wait.
we keep dodging situations where Daedalus finds out about the cooking competition.
Look, what he won't know won't hurt him, potentially.
Oh no, what he knows won't ever hurt him. It also probably won't hurt you. But other parties involved, that's collateral.
Again, what he does not know will not hurt him. And he currently knows nothing about it. So he is not hurt at all.
This is even funnier considering that thing we talked about earlier, Zai, that is now canon for us. Which
Oh, the Twitter thing?
no, the we just fleshed out more of our family's weird backstory.
Ah.
Yeah, let's just say this. After doing that, I might be asking Frost if what the Xanathar's rules are for downtime getting proficiency in a skill. Because at this point, Daedalus has enough things that he can say where I think he could be proficient in intimidation.
Oh, damn. Apparently we're confusing the shit out of CG and CG's friends, who is also CG. So hello CG1, hello CG2.
Yeah, hi. Should we government avatar name CG and use their full handle that they never use? Which I'm not even sure how many people in here know because you only get that name if you talk with them in DMs. The instant no from CG in the chat. Oh, we have fun here. We have fun here. Also, I'm glad you guys had such a long scene where it's like stuff that my character doesn't know and doesn't need to know, so I could literally just take a bathroom break way before our break, and so I could just hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I may not have started a pot of tea and am now brewing said pot of tea in between different breaks. I'm efficient, I swear.
And yeah, to answer you, Bubba, in chat, let's put it this way. We might be fleshing out, what our parents' original adventuring party was. Like, just class makeup. And, we now know that at least, 3 members of this, I want to say, like, 5-person team were an artificer, a sorcerer, and a rogue. And this rogue might be based off of a certain type of media that I am very fond of, and is hilarious. And CG, it might have been something that we might have had a watch party about recently.
Also, just so you know, CG, Salus may or may not have been teased a little bit with, you know, various things shoved onto his horns without his knowledge.
Also true.
But yeah, I do also love the, like, now I've solidified the lore of no matter what Daedalus wears, he will always wear specifically that pair of shades. He will never change up. Oh, that hit spot. But yeah, so how was not slaying the dragon, Bob? From what I'm hearing?
We kicked the shit out of so we went into the dragon's head and we kicked the shit out of his attitude.
Strong.
I'll put it to you like this. We kicked his ass so bad we turned him from a red dragon into a platinum dragon.
Wow. That is an ass kicking, but then again, last time I checked, like, you guys were only level 12. I assume you are much higher level now.
Level 13.
Ah. So you're literally at the level after what we ended Chulta personality at. It is fun.
Yeah, he's a CR19. He was a CR19 fight.
I believe
And
it.
four level 12s and 13s fought him.
Damn.
The entire party was down to single digit HP by the end of it. I was down to like 8. Caitlin was down to 3. Connor was down to 1 at one point.
So basically the last time we also fought a dragon.
So, hold on. Let me ask
I
you a question.
witnessed that fight. That fight was wild.
Did anyone get dropped and then brought back?
Yes.
How many times?
One time.
Who?
Daenerys got dropped for the first time in the entire campaign in combat in this
Damn!
fight. Almost 200 episodes, he never got dropped in combat. He's only gone down one other time in the entire campaign, and that was out of combat within like the first 8 episodes, I think.
Oh yeah, that was when you were in Crystal Knocked.
Yeah.
But I also just realized something. Hey guys, next session is our 50th session.
Woo. Woohoo.
Which makes this the second longest thing that's ever been streamed on this channel.
Also, apologies. Currently eating pie.
That's fine. Enjoy your pie.
I am. It's chocolate.
Oh. I had to break out, in that fight, it got so tough, I had to break out a wish spell.
Damn.
I had to finally break out. From 3.5, I pulled out limited wish.
Wow, the best I've ever done was circuitously without using actual spells, but just doing all of the actual work, got divine intervention. And that was to turn 3 child souls into pumpkin children. And that's how my character became a single father. At, like, 16. Which is, ironically, one of the only stable things in his life.
Oh, fuck. I just realized something, and I have to get it now.
What?
I found a magical item. J Frost, I'm sending it your way.
Uh-huh. Let's see what it is. Oh, excuse me.
Tell me this isn't fucking you.
Let's see. You son of a bitch.
Tell me it's not fucking you.
Look, just because I once dropped $1,000 on a wheel of cheese. One time!
Uh-huh. Is it or is it not you?
You know what? I'm gonna pull out the lawyer card. I'm gonna pull out the paralegal card. I can neither confirm nor deny the information presented to me at this time.
Don't you Fifth Amendment me.
I am Fifth Amendmenting this shit right the fuck now.
So, what I just showed Frost is an item called a bag of cheese. This item is often bought by apprentice wizards with adventurers' first rewards after questing. It is a yellow bag with the word cheese embroidered on it in common. Any food you put in becomes cheese, but retains its original taste and condition. A moldy and dirty loaf of bread put in will become moldy and dirty pieces of cheese. Any non-food item in the bag develops a distinctly cheesy aroma. Alternatively, you can turn the bag inside out, transforming it into one supply worth of any kind of mundane cheese.
I'm gonna have to get this character. I'm gonna have to get this magic item for fucking Robon. For our fucking Sunday game.
I was also gonna say something, but now it's totally left my brain. The cheese stole it.
Congratulations, you just paid the cheese tax.
I prefer it to the dog tax. And you'll only
Hold
get
on.
that if you watch Wizard Sips Plays.
Hold on. There we go.
Oh yeah, now I remember Frost. So 2 things. One, I know you
What's
weren't
up?
here for when I was talking about it, but I would like to look into the Xanathar's like option for downtime becoming proficient in a skill for Daedalus.
I have been thinking on that. Let me read more into it, and
Oh, yeah,
I
no,
should be able to figure out something.
Nope, no problem. I just wanted to give you the heads up. You know, as a DM, that's something I kind of, as a player, I want to look into, so you know what I'm talking about. The other thing, since it's kind of been a like background thing that I've mentioned a ton when we were doing a bunch of stuff like in character roleplay stuff, could instead when we finally like again we're gonna have a time skip after we finish off this semester. Can instead of having to spend all this time like trying to create the spell, can Daedalus just for one of the 2 spells he gets when he levels up have one of the homebrew created spells that I've been working on?
Are we all back?
Was it the one you sent me, or
Yes,
is this something you're currently working on?
It is the ones that are in that list, the 2 through 5. So it'd be number 4.
Okay.
I'll even spoil it because I mentioned like some stuff. The name of the spell is Daedalus's Magnificent Mage Arms.
Are we all back?
I am.
Just well. Again, let me look into it, and I should be able to get that. I will say this: there is a couple spells that I am going to be introducing into this campaign that are going to be interesting. These ones do have some officiality and whatnot, but you'll see them later on.
All right, but yeah, Wiley, are you here? Because that's the only person we need to know for everyone.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So, everybody is back. We are currently picking up where we left off. And, of course, we will be picking up with the party regrouping, just a little bit outside of the oak. It's been at least an hour plus for both parties. You all regroup. The entirety of the markets are still busy, there's still more, but here and there a few of your fellow students kind of pass by, doing a little bit of minor shopping themselves. Professor Flametongue has kind of been doing her own thing, trying to make sure everybody's kept together. The twins actually both are nowhere to be seen. But eventually, Professor Flametongue does manage to get at least most of the student body together, and kind of comes up to all of you and goes, "Oh, there you all are. How are you liking the city so far? Or at least this quartered section of the city?"
It's actually quite lovely. It's a shame we can't explore any more of it, but it's nice of them to at least let us enjoy this.
I understand, believe me. The only reason right now is due to the fact that, well, with how the city is set up, we already need papers to be put into the city. But right now we should be getting the final confirmation. I just need to wait for the twins to reappear, and once they do, we should have our last bit of confirmation and be able to get back to Strixhaven.
Do you want me to just?
So,
Do you want me to just send them a sending?
Oh, no. They've already sent me enough information as is. They're just finishing up their last bits. They're talking with the city's high council. In fact, they're basically talking to uh, the Master of Magi here.
Oh.
Daedalus is like,
So,
Daedalus just has this look on his face of, man, I missed a chance to network.
but, anyways, you all, please, just wait right here with the rest of the students. I need to go and grab one little thing. She immediately politely bows out of the conversation and walks over to this one shop that seemingly does a little bit of, like, kind of gifts and whatnot. A bit of time goes by, and eventually the twins do show up, and they start to round everybody together. And they go, "Alright, students, we are about to partake within a magical circle. We will be returning to Strixhaven relatively shortly. Please, hold on to each other quite well. Do not leave anything loose. And we shall be back home safely." Professor Vivian kind of immediately... Professor Flametug kind of looks at you all and goes, "Alright, everyone group up. Hold hands. The Master of the Magi did agree that we are able to perform this spell here. Yes. Okay, good. Anything that we need to worry about? No. Oh, thank goodness." So, eventually you all begin to link up, and you all feel kind of the static in the air. A hum. Gentle. And beneath you all, the stonework begins to shift, almost creating this circuitous little circle that fits every last one of you into it. Runic writing is planted in the ground, forming out of this arcane energy. Wording is being spoken in a language that none of you understand, coming from the twins. As one twin is on one side and the other is on the opposite side. It takes about 5 minutes, and a flash of light overcomes you all. And eventually, the light begins to subside as you all find yourself back upon campus. Specifically, upon the central campus, right in front of the Biblioplex. I will, however, need to ask you all one favor.
Mm-hmm.
Could I have each and every one of you roll me a Constitution save?
Oh, this be great.
Oh boy.
Hey, Frost.
Yeah?
You know how I'm a chaos gremlin, right?
Oh!
Yeah?
You go ahead and
Yo,
roll it.
my nips don't lie.
So, Frost,
Uh-huh.
before they teleport, Indare looks over towards Iapetus and Belky, and he mouths the words, "Watch this." And as they warp, Indare shifts to Aphira. And as the teleportation ends, Aphira looks up towards the twins. Professors, I don't feel so good.
There's
The
just a muffled.
The professors are going to look at you. Professor Flametongue is going to go, "What are you talking about?" And oh my god!
Too
What have
sick
you
to
done
even
to him?
notice.
What have you? Indare, are you okay?
At this point, even Daedalus is like queuing in on this, and he is like laughing to himself too.
Oh my god! Oh god!
What
Oh
did
god!
you
Oh
do?
god! Oh god! Don't look at me! What did you two do?
Yes.
Okay, okay, calm down, calm down. And there, just stay right there. I'm gonna go get help. I'm gonna go get medical appreciation help. Fuck. And she runs off. And the students are looking now and kind of worried. And the twins they kind of just look at you. They are deadpan. Like, there is not even a hint of, like, anything crazy. Like, they don't look disappointed. They're just, like, stone face.
As a girl?
Oh, I'm sorry, Frost. You set it up perfectly for me, and I had to fucking take it.
Oh no, I
It's-
appreciate
it's
this.
a-
You have at least made one teacher run off, and the twins are just looking and just going, interesting. Mark note.
Meanwhile, Daedalus just turns to Iapetus and just goes, "This isn't even the weirdest thing that could happen on this campus. I'm surprised she's scared."
If Daedalus turns to look at her, she's like holding back retching because
Even
she
Salus is holding
Iapetus
back for laughing.
Iapetus didn't pass her save.
Oh!
So she's like she heard
Oh,
she heard
oh,
in
you
there.
poor thing.
She heard Indare say, "Watch this." She looked up to prepare for it. The jolt happened, and she's just,
If
Yeah,
that, it's
rainbows.
you're hurling.
yeah, if that's the case, Daedalus didn't do that. Daedalus would have probably stopped carrying and be holding back his sister's hair.
still funny. It's still funny. As soon as Saphira said, "I don't feel so good," that's also the same time when Iapetus heard her say that she's just, done.
Oh no.
Eventually, Professor Flayton comes back and she goes, okay, I have, I've alerted the nurse, come on, let's go. She immediately also grabs you, Iapetus. You two, you're vomiting, that's not good. We are going to get you treated for that stat. We're going to get you returned back to normal. She glares at the twins. Come on, let's go. Go, come on, go.
I'm just gonna follow and
Too fast,
see
too
how this
fast.
unfolds.
Yep,
The
Daedalus
twins.
is just following behind, rubbing his sister's back, and then he just puts two fingers to his head and just is like, "Professor Naylock, we're back. Is there any updates I need to know about?"
Naylock messages you back and goes, no, I'm busy working on stuff. That was the trip.
I watched one of the only friends I've ever had become petrified, and became the owner of this ruin where they were.
Petrification you'll get used to.
Don't know.
That's a threat.
Not even like trying to go to Naylock, but the line's still open. Thanks, I hate it.
I've seen plenty of processes happen. Good to see you all are alive and not dead. Have fun.
Oh wait.
Class.
One last thing. Now one of our friends has been entrusted with raising a gold dragon.
I'm sorry, fucking what?
I swear, you talk about us relinquishing secrets. Daedalus is just like, tell Naylock everything.
My dude, I am fighting a counter-terrorism campaign right now, and he's my lifeline.
You telling this man everything.
Yeah, because we
Bro.
literally just brought a baby WMD onto campus. I need to tell head of security.
to know.
Naylock actually, like, the phone hangs up. The phone just hangs up. And you all are just being escorted.
Waiting for Daedalus to get grabbed by the collar midair.
Salus is just gonna go, I think I'm just gonna go hit the hay. I'll have a good night. Or day, or whatever it is. I'm tired.
Okay, let us know if you need any help with the egg.
Oh, I'll let you know. Come on, Koopa. I'm gonna go get some sleep. And Salus is going to exit the scene. I will say this. For those of you that are following Iapetus and Aphira, you are taken to the nurse's office.
Your field trip. It was great until I got back.
Can I do a quick perception check?
Go ahead. It's a nurse's office.
Well, yeah, you also need to remember, last time I was at the nurse's office, Data was set on fire because of owls.
Oh, yeah.
So he's looking for owls.
I mean, there's a few messengers here and there. There's a couple messenger pigeons. Even them.
Okay, if it's just messenger pigeons, that's fine. He's looking out for
there's
owls.
also the owls, but they're messenger owls.
Daedalus is at the ready, like he's gripping the hand that the War Mage wand is strapped on. Just be like, if they make a bad move.
You will see one of the nurses kind of looking over Iapetus and going, okay, we're going to help you. Just drink this. And they hand you a little thing. It's made of ginger root. It should help alleviate your stomach. We did put a couple of different herbs in to help you. Oh,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Oh,
Meanwhile, there is an actual doctor looking at Endera Aphira and going, so you're saying you lost it? Like, this, you lost the boys down there and you got the girls up here.
Yeah. When we left that port, I was that, and now I'm this. And Aphira is doing an entire performance to make it seem like she doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
Alright.
I would like to assist if there's any roles involved with that.
I would say performance. But
17.
okay. Uh-huh. Alright. Stay here. Kinda goes in and goes, do we have Mr. Ender's... Yes, we do have a bit on file. Okay, good. Alright, just gonna take this. And you watch as he kind of pulls out an alchemist set. And he just starts concocting a potion. And it starts to fizzle, it starts to boil. And he drops what appears to be like a hair into it. And it goes through like multiple colors. And eventually he comes over and goes, alright, drink this.
Can I do an Arcana check to determine what this potion is?
By all means.
18.
Judging from the supplies and the fact that a hair was dropped in, it looks to be... You can only assume it has to do with transmutation magic.
I drink it. I would like to make a save against it. And I would like to modify my body using Alter Self to make half of my body in Dare and the other half Aphira.
Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. It's a Constitution save. And there
That's
is
fine.
a pretty decent DC to this.
Come on, baby. 22.
You miss it by 2.
Damn.
And there, you kind of try fighting against this as Aphira. Like, you try putting on... In fact, I'd say roll me a performance to try to see, like, if you're able to at least make it seem as if, like, it's like, the effects are, like, fighting against it.
17.
Alright. Actually, no, hold on. Belky's helping you.
20.
Okay. It looks like you're trying to make it look like, you know, it's not working as well, but it does persevere, and eventually...
Like, Athera is like arm wrapped around Belky's shoulder, just hanging off of her, while like her face is shifting and warbling back and forth from Indare to Athera, and the look in her eyes is pure pain, as slowly but surely, I assume that the effects turn Athera back into Indare. Frost?
How do I put this? Are you familiar with the Berserk amulet?
No.
This thing?
I'm aware that it can scream.
As
Well,
we're
you're
about
not
to see.
screaming. You're not screaming. Don't worry. But your body's kind of shifting like that. The parts are getting rearranged.
Okay. It is not a pleasant experience.
No, it is not. It is... Like, let's put it this way. When the breasts get sucked back into you, it is like... It's like somebody took 2 fists and punched you in the tits. And they went back in. And someone took took a plunger to your lower region and is trying to plunge your lower bits back to what they were.
I see. So my joke is backfiring. I got you.
It's not painful, but it's very uncomfortable. It is...
Hello,
it is the
body
weird-
dysmorphia.
It is like reverse puberty. And then puberty again. It is the weirdest feeling that you have ever gone through. And eventually, with the resounding double pop, and then a third pop.
No!
Not that kind of pop. You are back to being in there. And the doctor goes, whoo! Whoo! Okay, we got you back.
Daedalus in the background, making sure Iaptis didn't see any of this. I have seen things I can't unsee.
I have never seen boobs do that before. Oh my god, are you okay? I pet the kitty cat behind the ears. It's okay. It's alright.
Oh. Huh, that's
now
actually kind of
choking
weird.
on whatever was given to her. But it's because she's laughing.
Oh. It's actually kind of weird. That has never happened before. I mean, there has been cases of, like, body parts, missing.
What?
Never... Oh, yeah, no. An incomplete magic circle or an imperfect magic circle can lead to horrific side effects.
Oh yeah,
Like,
happens
you
in
could be missing...
happens in Conjuration all the time. I had to be very careful when learning spells.
Yeah, you could be missing a part. You could lose anything from limbs to your cojones. I mean, hell, you could lose, like, internal organs. Sometimes, like, one of the worst ones, you could just be teleporting all throughout the entirety of the material and universe, or even further beyond. It never ends well if you Never did we deal with reverse gender. I'll have to mark that down in the books. I prescribe plenty of bed rest. You're going to be feeling out of it for at least the rest of the day. Get some ginseng tea. Definitely don't need anything major. Kind of looks at you. And air. Definitely wanna... Actually, hold on. He kind of pulls out more vials and he begins pouring some stuff. Okay, hold on one second. I should have something for you here. Kind of whips it up, starts frothing it. Let's see. Nurse, can you do me a favor? Yes, doctor. I need you to do me a favor, and I need you to heat this to over 3,000 degrees. Yes, doctor.
What?
Okay. And you watch as she takes this, puts it in a cauldron, like this small little hand cauldron. She pulls like this block of wood, putting underneath it. And you watch as she kind of like rubs this little paste underneath it, and suddenly the wood erupts into searing blue flame as the cauldron just begins heating up. She pulls out a pair of metal tongs, kind of grabs what's inside, pulls it out, and the doctor puts on a glove and just grabs it. And he kind of looks at you in there and he goes, "Alright, I'm gonna need you to drink this too." And pops the cork. Now, I will give a forewarning. It's gonna taste awful. But it will help. Do I have
Come
your
on,
consent?
pussycat.
Indare reaches out, grabs the bottle, and downs it.
Can I say something as above game the player? As someone who's had the most pranks pulled on them by Indare, I am loving this.
This is about to get fun. And dare you down this thing. I need you to do me a favor.
Uh-huh.
Make me another con save.
Okay.
A 16 is good. And there, for a brief moment, you feel like molten lead has been poured into your stomach. And then your eyes, like, they shrink. They don't go into the slits of a cat, they go into the most tiniest of pupils. Just going... And... your muscles begin, like, the lactic acid is kicking into overdrive. You stiffen up for a bit. But it begins to wear off quickly. And you start to feel a large modicum of your body kind of returning back to normal. The feeling of pain's kind of going away quickly, but there is a temporary bit of, like, nausea still in your gut. And the doctor goes, "Alright, don't eat anything today. I mean, literally, do not eat anything today. You will vomit, and it will be uncontrollable." How you feeling, champ?
He's still just hanging off of Belky.
Okay, easy, buddy. Easy. Let's just go take the pussycat back to bed. Besides, you gotta check to make sure you didn't leave the oven on, right? Oh shit, you didn't actually leave the oven on, did you?
He might have. That's how he's trying to erase his phoenix.
Raises what now?
I am... Shut up, Specs. Wait, he has a permit. It's okay. Let's go. I'll take Endear back to his room.
Understood. Anyways, you all should be good. So yeah, just take it easy. Don't do anything crazy. Definitely don't try eating anything in his case. As for you, kind of points to you, Iapetus. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Just fine.
Thanks. Just, how was the boat nicer to me than the circle? What?
Because it rearranged your atoms. Don't worry. Just we'll get you back to your room, Daedalus. It's just you're on his shoulders, and he's like, "I'm gonna get you back to your room, and then I'm gonna go handle all the other stuff."
How's Goldblum feeling while this is all going on?
I rolled a nat 20. I'm fine.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like,
The nips don't lie.
nips don't lie. That's a quote right there.
Honestly, that's a clip. And I really hope so, because
Yeah.
people like Goldblum talking about his nipples if the YouTube shorts are a thing.
Are we just gonna have a compilation of all the times fucking Goldblum talks about his nipples?
Probably not, because that would require me going through 48-ish episodes and then having to learn editing software, which has not been a thing that's gone well for me in recent years.
Look, how about we just nip this in the bud right now? No pun intended.
Intend your puns, Howard,
I will.
as Joe would say.
But yeah, you guys are easily let out of the nurse's office. The doctor just goes, "Strange kids." Yeah, they are. Yeah, I've seen stranger. And you all are just being let out. And eventually, you all, as you're walking down the corridor, down the hall, and turn through the one corridor, you see the twins. And Morg.
Mm-hmm.
And they just look at you and go, "Oh, hello, students." As Morg kind of walks up to greet you all. Is everything alright?
Conjuration sickness.
Ah, understand.
That circle was meaner than the boat.
Oh, yes. At least you're not vomiting your actual guts out.
It wasn't my actual guts, but the vomiting part did happen.
Yeah. Same thing with, Mr. Ender?
Let's go
Kinda
with
looks
yes.
Quizzically.
Somehow I feel like he wishes he had the vomiting part.
Morgan's gonna look back to the twins and go, "Was it really that bad of a magic circle? I mean, it's just a magic circle." And the twins just shrug.
Also, I'm just going to prepare you now. Next time you talk to Naylock, you're probably going to want to drink.
Kind of just looks and goes, "Noted. Happy hour will start later on then." Anyways, glad to have you all back. No international incidents, yes? Kind of looks at you all.
Surprisingly, no. Very close.
None whatsoever.
Alright. Good. Good. Good.
Also, I now own a chunk of the desert.
I'm not even touching that with a 35.5-foot pole. I've got shit to do. Anyways. Kids! Glad to have you back. I hope to see you in class tomorrow. If most of you can make it. Kind of looks to Ender and Iapetus.
I'll be there.
I'll be willing to make an exception if you aren't. So, yeah. I've got papers to grade. Bye! And just immediately kind of walks off with the twins going, "We hope that you enjoyed your visits. We hope that you enjoyed your trip. We must go. We have papers to grade ourselves, and academia to pursue." And they both bow politely, and they walk off.
As they're walking off, Daedalus goes, "Both were cursed, but I lived."
But this is just gonna look over at Daedalus. Lucy, you've got to stop saying the very first thing that comes to your head.
Tell me where anything I said was a lie, as he just starts helping them down the hallway back towards our dorm.
That has nothing to do with my statement.
Eventually, I will say this. You guys are making your way. Is there any particular... Are you all just going to your respective dorms?
I was going to say Daedalus is going to drop Iapetus off in their dorm, make sure they have, like, a pitcher of water and a glass. And Daedalus is probably going to try to go to handle the fire that he started with both Morgan and Naylock.
Okay, we will get to that in a bit. Belky.
Yes.
Antimony is going to walk up to you while you are carrying Ender and go, Hey, how's it go? Oh my god, what the fuck happened to him?
Yep. Take his other arm. Help me. Come on.
Okay,
go.
come on.
Yep.
Here, bring him to our
Okay.
dorm. Bring him to our dorm.
Yeah, it's closer, I guess. Yep. Come on, kitty cat.
Come on.
I'd say I want to die, but I think Morg would just bring me back.
Oh, what the fuck happened to him?
He played a joke and it backfired.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, damn. At least I'm not the only one suffering this week.
What do you mean?
You'll know when we get back to our dorm.
The fuck did you do, Antimony?
You'll know
Did
when
you
we
lose?
get back.
Did you lose any shit to the roaches? Antimony, what did you do?
I might be crashing in your bed for the next few weeks.
The fuck did you do? Oh, hi, it's okay. It's alright. I'm not yelling at you, baby.
You yelled.
Pixie got upset.
Aw, why'd you scare my cat?
Shut the fuck up, it's my cat.
It's my cat too.
No. Anyway.
Anyways, you will be bringing Ender back. And hey, Belky,
Yes?
the first thing you notice is there is a literal line cutting half of the dorm in half. Specifically, Antimody's half from your half.
Narrows eyes, turns to look at Antimony.
You'll also notice that a whole bunch of snack boxes have been made to erect what appears to be a fucking wall.
Uh-huh.
And there are lots and lots of roaches on this wall with little flags that appear to be from like hors d'oeuvre platters, currently acting as flags of a nation.
I see. I put Ender in my bed so that he can relax, and I turn to look at the roaches. Somebody want to explain this to me?
You just feel their antennae kind of like going up. And the one with the sombrero kind of like making motions. I may have lost my half of the dorm.
No, you didn't. And Belky looks at the roaches. And considering everything that that's going on and has happened in the last couple days, she's very done and would like to rest, and so she casts Produce Flame in her hand.
No, don't do it! Don't do it!
I can get this dorm rebuilt. You roaches, I think, need to stand the fuck down before I incinerate everything in here. Are we clear with that?
The one with the sombrero. Actually, I'm gonna roll for him, considering see how
Juan.
false he is.
Juan. His name is Juan.
Juan Felipe.
Hey, Belky.
What? Yes?
You look into the... You kind of look at the kitchen.
Yes.
Not
I have a kitchen?
Not the kitchen. You look over on Antimody's side of the dorm.
Yes.
Where the bed is. Where
Yes.
this apparent, like, this fortress of cardboard boxes has been made on top of. You watch a few of these things, like, makeshift drawbridge windows roll down.
Mm-hmm.
You watch as metal barrels are produced.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Like a few of them. We're talking at least 5.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give you to the count of 3 to go back to the closet where you were, or this whole place is going up in flames.
Ducky, that's not a smart idea!
1.
That's not a smart idea!
What do they do?
They've created the free nation of Rochistan.
2.
You hear the clicking. You hear metallic clicking. As you say 2. And the roaches are currently, like, still holding ground. With the one in the fucking sombrero kind of, like, taking a toothpick and planting it firmly like a spear.
I leg sweep the boxes.
Alright. War have been declared. I'm gonna roll for this.
I'm just sweeping the boxes so they can't fucking fire. Y'all put your stuff on boxes? Okay. Sai, I am terrified of roaches. Please, no.
Well, okay, so you sweep the wall. The wall has been swept. 5 shots are going off on you.
Wait, but
They're on the bed. Those barrels were on the bed.
you didn't say that.
I did, honey.
Oh, okay, well then I misheard you.
That's
I thought they were embedded in the wall.
No.
Okay.
Okay, that's a fail, that's a fail. That's a fail. That's a success! And that's a success. So 3 shots miss, 2 shots go off, and immediately, like, ping you in the chest.
Ah, I see.
You notice that you've been shot. You're gonna take bludgeoning damage instead of piercing,
It's okay.
as they shot you with what appears to be walnut shells. You're taking 2
Walnut
points.
shells.
2 points of bludgeoning.
I still have temporary hit points, or does that go away?
That went away.
Oh, okay. Alright. Oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna, like, get rid of the produced flame. Like, it goes away. I'm just gonna start cleaning up. Just, like, grab a bag, starting to throw boxes in it. Walking over, picking up their little cannons, throwing that in the bag.
Alright. The roaches are protesting very vehemently.
That's great.
Juan himself is a very much like... You can only assume he's giving a speech in Roach.
That's great.
I actually want to point out what
I
Wiley
am-
just said. Welcome to Spell Divers.
Considering however, once I get enough things in, like, a trash bag, I'm going to pick up one and walk him over to my side of the bed, sit down on the edge of it, and say, "We are having a discussion." Antimony, can you translate for me? Or, like, is there any way?
Hold on. I still have a scroll of Beast Speak somewhere.
Yeah, right.
She pulls it out and uses cast it on you.
Okay.
You can now hear, in a very angry Hispanic accent,
Yes.
"You have angered the nation of Free Rochistan! Viva la revolucion!"
Alright, listen, buddy. Listen. You don't own this dorm, and we don't own this dorm. This is owned by the school, so unless you want to take it up with the ancient dragons, that's not going to happen.
Our people have survived thousands of generations upon this ground.
You were literally the first generation that, like, set up here, my guy.
And
It's maybe been 20.
you disrespect our heritage.
Bro, I'm trying to reason with you here, because I don't actually want to set you up in flames. So, how about this, right? Listen. I need you guys to chill the fuck out. You guys want a place to live? Great. You can go out into the forest. You cannot live here with us. If you want to have your...
nuts? We're not going to live outside. Outside's where the animals are.
Yes! But guess what? You are living in the dorm owned by Strixhaven.
Fine. But we want a deal.
What's the deal?
Immediately points over to this box of candy. What basically is described as pixie sticks.
Mm-hmm.
We want a lifetime supply of that.
Your lifetime, sure.
For every one of us.
No, that doesn't work that way.
Every one of us.
That's just sugar.
Yes.
My guy, I cannot supply your entire colony in, like, ad nauseum with sugar. It's not gonna happen.
There's
do not
only
have the
800 of
means.
us.
There's about to be one less if you don't stop it. Bro, I will give you our entire stash. Like, everything that you guys can carry with you right now, just take it with you.
No tricks?
No, just take it. Hell, I'll even give you some gold coins. If, like, you decide that you want to build an actual nation, you're gonna need commerce.
The roach actually rubs. Deal.
Okay. How many of you are there?
800.
Okay. I fish through my bag. I give them, I've got 9 gold coins here. And then I will give them, like, 100 copper pieces.
You watch
Look.
as they immediately begin taking all this stuff. You watch as they start taking all the food. And eventually, Juan just basically goes over and goes, and you can still understand him. My people, today we go on an exodus to the promised land.
Look.
And he immediately kind of like takes his little toothpick staff and like hits it down a couple times. And you just hear in the loudest air quotes, the entirety of this congregation of like roaches going, the promised land!
Listen, you already know how money works because you've already pilfered everything that Antimony has, I'm sure. You can come back for poker night, that's fine. Just look. Look, you just can't set up shop here because this is a dorm room at a school. You get me? You dig?
We already get it. We are leaving to the promised land! And
Alright.
you watch as this tidal wave of insects just opens up your window and like is going out.
I will put Juan on the windowsill, like, just gently.
We will remember this day.
Yep. Come back if you need a financier.
We might do that. We might not. All I know is I have a nation to build. I will be the father of a great and terrible nation.
Okay. Alright. Good luck. Bye-bye.
And just immediately he flies out the window.
Yep.
Congratulations, you just shifted roach communism to roach capitalism.
Yep. Well,
Intimity's looking and goes, so we good?
Belky will turn around, walk over towards Antimony, grab her by the ear, and just start pulling her over to her bed.
Ow! 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 Ow!
You are lucky I don't tell my dad what the fuck you've been up to.
Good luck trying to get in touch with him. I haven't been able to get in touch with him all week.
Uh-huh. He's literally your patron. What do you mean you haven't been able to get in touch with him? It's how you get magic.
Yeah, hello, remember, magical barriers? I have X amount of magic.
I'd like to cast Sending to talk with my dad.
Go ahead.
Alright.
Roll me an Arcana.
Okay. My thing is being a little weird. There we go. Arcana. 14. It's not terrible.
It's not. You try sending out the message. You get static.
Right. So, if we go into Strixhaven, the town, we won't deal with this barrier, right?
Correct.
Alright. Antimony, and she's still holding Antimony by the ear. Let's go. We'll let Endear take his catnap. We'll let the pussycat take his catnap. Come on.
Oh, come on!
I'm still pulling her by the ear. Let's go.
Ow, 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 ow! But what about the weed?
Shut the fuck up and keep moving. Come on.
Ow, this sucks!
You're in trouble.
The scene will cut.
Okay.
I will say, for the rest of the day, Endear will get his catnap. Iapetus, you're gonna get your rest. And I think here would probably be a good place to end the session. Just so that we can pick up on some fresh new hell.
So we're doing the thing with Naylock and Morg next session?
Next session.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah, I can't let all. Yeah, no. We can't just shoot off all the fireworks tonight.
All right, well, that was fun. And we have We have already set 2 fires from just... No, 3 fires from just showing up.
Remember, chat, an important part of playing a gremlin character is getting your comeuppance now and again.
Balance in the universe.
Welcome to Saved by the Spell. We have reverse puberty, cockroach revolution,
And sensitive nipples.
and very sensitive nipples. But thank you all for joining us for this lovely session. How about we go down the horn?
Just bomb the top. Make it all easier.
Yeah, bottom to top. So, Zai.
Ah, I see. That's what you guys meant by bottom to top. I had to look at the list. Hi. You can find me here on Instagram at ZymieSite, or you could find me everywhere else at Zymie. If it's easier, there's zymie.cart.co. Playing Final Fantasy X on Tuesdays. Almost have all of the legendary weapons, just need 2 more. And playing fighting games and beat 'em ups on Fridays. Currently doing Tekken 8. Might play some Street Fighter 6 though, because I need to test a new rig. And what better way to do that than with a Chun Chun? But yeah, that is me. Wiley, I guess it is now you.
Hello, I am Riley Willie. You can find me at xRileyWillie on Twitch and Twitter. I play randomizers, sometimes roguelikes and roguelites, because RNG is fun, even though it's always bad for me. You can also find me at Fighting Tarts channel every other Tuesday. Play a Ravnica game. Well, maybe we'll be getting my character back at some point soon, hopefully. I can feel it. Thursdays, you can find me on Helixx's channel where we do multi-world Zelda every other week. And of course here. And sometimes in the middle of the night, playing random stuff, if I so feel like it. Other than that, I have music on YouTube and Ko-Fi. Krista, where can we not find you?
You cannot find me because I do not exist, you see. I am here as a figment of your imagination every other Saturday and as a disembodied voice in the background of JFrost747 streams. That's it. That's literally the whole shtick.
That trick only works on beholders. You can't convince us that you don't exist. Greetings and salutations, friends. I am Shadow Dancer Bob. I have played Indare, the gender-fluid tabaxi artificer that currently wishes that he was dead. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Blue Sky, YouTube, Patreon, wherever it is. You can find me at Shadow Dancer Bob. Sundays, tomorrow we've got the Maelstrom. Monday, we're taking a break from Roll With Me. Thursday, you can find me with the rest of the Murder Cave playing Lethal Company, Helldivers, who knows? All that we know is that the Rules of Bob is going to kick me in the face repeatedly over and over, because that is how the Rules of Bob works. Friday, you can find me on my channel playing very lo-fi chill games. Just a couple days ago, we played Jalopy, taking a ride through Germany in an old beat-up car. I don't know how I flipped the car, but I flipped the car somehow. And every other Saturday, you can find me right here. But DM Extraordinaire, J Frost, where can people find you? What do you have going on?
Hello, everyone. Twitch, Twitter, JFrost747. Find me every Sunday and Tuesday over at twitch.tv/FartingTart for our War of the Shattered Sun and our good old-fashioned Rascals and Ravnica campaign. Things are happening. Crazy shit is happening. Also find me doing some streams every now and again for either Metal Gear Solid 1 playthrough, our Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke featuring my spouse, Spoiled Chestnut, a little bit of Fortnite here and there, and of course, you can find me here every other Saturday. But besides that, that's all from me. Cardboard CG, where can we not find you?
Here.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All
All
right, I'm
right.
CG.
I see what you did there.
That being said, hi, you've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Blue Sky at Burnout Vaughn. You can find me on Patreon at Burnout's Bar. And, yeah, we've already talked about everywhere you can find me. The schedule's pretty open. And, it's time for us to find somebody to raid. And I already did. We're gonna raid a friend of the channel, Brawl Kaiser. And, let's be real, I want to say, Bubba's raid message idea was the best. I'm just waiting for it to see if the raid goes through. Didn't seem to. There we go. But yeah, our raid message will be, to the promised land! We have freed the roaches. Also, I now realize the cafeteria is going to be terrible. But yeah, thank you all for coming out. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. Thank you. We love you. Bye-bye.